Hey, everybody. Jim Weller here, and good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys like that, I see. Anyway, that was my Frozen face. You know, like from the movie Frozen, I'm like Anna. Anyway, good morning. We're live. We're still alive. Thankful for that. And we have celebrated another week of living in the great old USA. So anyway, especially Sussex County. So anyway, good morning. You're watching and listening to a show like you've never seen or heard before. It's very unique. It's unscripted. It's unrehearsed. And I was the lowest bidder for the job. And as you watch the show, you'll figure out why I was the lowest bidder. Okay? So anyway, good morning. It's Weller Does Delmarva. And where are we, you ask? We are sitting right inside Laurel Junction, and you could come and for $4.99, you could enjoy a great made-from-scratch breakfast. So it's a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We're going to have different guests. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to take some phone calls, and we're going to do our best to make this the best 2 hours you spend on Saturday morning, at least this Saturday morning anyway. And as you watch the show, if you see that I could help you promote whatever you've got going on, so many small businesses are struggling right now, different organizations, a lot of their funding has been cut. So if you have an organization that needs some help getting the word out about things, or if you want to purchase some advertising time, I am for hire, and you could buy some time and sit right down and be on the show. So my first guest, he's paying big bucks to be here, is Colin Walls, El Presidente of Wall Service Center and TV Delmarva.
No doubt it's big bucks. It takes a lot of money to keep a TV station on the air.
All right.
I've learned in the last year that it does.
You have.
Yes.
You've been real good at spending money.
Yes, I've gotten good
You've
at
gotten
it.
really good at it,
Looks
okay?
like I know what I'm doing almost.
Right. But just because you have
money
checks in your checkbook, you also have to make sure that the money's there.
Wait a minute. Back this up.
Let
Let me think about this.
Right. In other words, just because you have checks doesn't mean that you got to bring some money in somewhere, selling some ads or TV programs or something. So anyway, let's talk about TV Delmarva. I believe there's a lot of exciting news.
There's a lot of exciting news. So TV Delmarva, Channel 14 over the air.
Yes.
Towers in Seaford.
Yep.
You can get it over the air. Point your antenna towards Seaford. Rescan your television. Look for Channel 14. You're going to see 14.1.
Yep.
TV Delmarva, AMG TV affiliate. We've got great programming, general entertainment, whole family type of programming.
Correct. Family friendly.
Yeah, Channel 14.2.
Okay.
Delmarva Newsnet. So it's all news, 24/7 news cycle. Yeah, news, weather, sports, all that. Channel 14.3 is a brand new channel.
Brand new.
All sports television network, Delmarva.
Okay.
So it's nothing but sports 24 hours a day. Sports and sports-related programming 24 hours a day. And the newest one, Channel 14.4.
Right.
Delmarva WX, Delmarva Weather.
Wow.
So
again, local.
All local. So I want to talk about Delmarva Weather. I'm really excited about this channel because
one of these days we're going to get some bad weather.
Right, yeah, one of these days.
Like tomorrow maybe.
What it is a locally programmed. All of our weather is locally sourced. We get it all. We take, Delmarva Weather does all of the work. It's all done here locally.
You're not recanning it.
We're not recanning it. All the graphics are ours. All the radar are ours.
Right.
And so it is designed to be watched in pretty much 15-minute increments.
Right.
Is the way I'm thinking.
Of what's going on.
Well, it's when you get up in the morning, you turn your TV on, you want to know what the weather is, you want to know what the news is, and you want to see what the traffic's like. We've got the weather up and running. Top of the hour, it's 3 minutes of weather.
Okay.
2 minutes of ads.
Okay.
So you're not sitting through a whole long bunch of ads just to
Before
get to
you get the weather. Right.
Exactly. So 3 minutes weather, 2 minutes ads, 3 minutes of local news.
Okay.
Local headlines, Delmarva headlines. 2 minutes of ads, and then it's going to be 3 minutes of local traffic cameras. So we're working on getting those put together now, but right now, it's weather, news, weather.
Wow.
But it's going to be 15 minutes, everything you need to know. So I anticipate this to be a pretty highly viewed channel.
I would agree.
You're just going to go to it, and you're going to see what you need, and you're out, and you're going for the day, and you're done. So as far as an advertiser's point of view, to get your ad in that 15 minutes is going to be a pretty big deal.
Right, I would say.
And
probably limited.
It is going to be limited, yeah. Yep. So I think it's something we can talk about. We'll talk about it here in the next half hour.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right. I hear the radio coming already. Here we go. Here we go. Lawrence, thank you very much. We are live. I was just chatting with Colin Walls about TV Delmarva, and we got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on, and I do want to give his phone number. So if you're just tuning in and you've never talked to Colin Walls and you want to just talk to Colin Walls, give him a call, 302-242-8015. He's right in the middle of eating breakfast if you want to ask him how it is. 242-8015. So good morning. It's Jim Weller. Yes. Well, who else were you expecting? Jim Weller here. I survived the snow, the ice. It was unreal. I tell you, I was at a building yesterday I have in Lincoln, and I can remember one time there was a radio station there, and a chunk of ice fell off the guide wires through the roof, through the ceiling in there, and I remember everybody saying, look at this. It could have hit somebody. So anyway, as I was working in that building yesterday, I remembered the day a big chunk of ice fell through the roof years ago. So a lot of people do remember that. All right, so what's going on today, and where in the world are we? We are sitting inside of Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. Who's allowed to be here? Everybody. In other words, we got a lot of different people. Come listen to the breakfast special. $4.99 will get you 2 eggs, 2 nice fluffy pancakes, and your choice of 2 pieces of bacon, sausage, or scrapple. How much you say? $4.99, and it's really, 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 really good. And that's not a sales pitch. I'm telling you, it's really good food here at Fred Chef's. Chef Fred's is what it is. Chef Fred's. Okay? Right inside the Laurel Junction. I guarantee you will enjoy your breakfast. All right, so what are we going to do? We got a collage, everybody. We're going to play this collage, and some of the people are going to be on, and some of them are not going to be on today. So anyway, here goes the collage. Ready?
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Craig Dimes and Jack Chambers from Hungry Howies and Crystal Blue join us to talk about their joint ventures. Laurel Police Chief Dan Wright stops in to chat about things in the town of Laurel. Weller's Mike Sandoe calls in and wants to make a deal with you. Colin Walls from TV Delmarva has the latest on programming this week. Kevin Short from Mid-South Audio talks tech and what's coming up at the studio. Milton County Council candidate Emory West drops in for a talk. And Laurel Junction's Mike Mercer joins the conversation. We are live from Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. Here's your host, Jim Weller.
Hey, everybody, and there's a couple people that won't be here, and I got a surprise visit coming from Debbie Short. She's going to be chatting with us a little bit. Now, we're going to have a quick contest, real quick. I'm wearing a hat. It's a new thing. I've been told I look much better with a hat. So anyway, I need you to call in and tell me what name is on this hat, okay? And if you're the first person to do that, what are we going to do? We'll buy your breakfast next week here at Laurel Junction if you want to join us. 422-7336. 422-7336. He can't even dial the number right. All right? In fact, I don't even want him to know. Anyway, 422-7336. Be the first person to call and tell me what the hat says, okay? Let me see where it says it. There's a little label right here on the inside of the hat, okay? No, it's on the front. So if you want to join us next Friday, not Friday, join us next Saturday for breakfast. I will buy your breakfast if you're the first person to call and get through at 422-7336 and tell me what this hat says. In the meantime, I want to remind you, we got snow shovels. And if you bought a snow shovel from Weller's, we need a picture of you operating that snow shovel, because I've told people they're very easy to operate. They don't come with any instructions. You're kind of on your own. And if you bought one, I have had some people send me a picture of them using the snow shovel. I can't believe the phone is ringing. There's no way. Are we going to answer it too? Holy mackerel, it rang and we're answering it. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Not much.
Is this Lee?
Yep, just out working.
Can you read what hat I'm wearing?
It's probably say, the person wearing this hat's got a big head.
It might say that. The hat's screaming, I need relief.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you up to anyway?
No, I'm DoorDashing.
DoorDash. And tell me a minute, what is DoorDash? What can I use? Like, if I wanted you to go to Redner's and get me some chocolate-covered pretzels, is that something DoorDash does, or do I have to call Redner's and get them together?
Well, with a grocery store, you got to call the grocery store and get them to get it together.
Okay.
The stores that us drivers go get is Walgreens, CVS, and anything else, you call DoorDash and they get it together, the restaurant.
And then you pick it up.
Yep, I go, they ding me, tell me if it's a good order or not. If I want to take it, I take it. And then I go pick it up, then they give me the address, and I deliver it to the address they give us.
And so there's a fee, so I would be billed a fee, and then also I presume people tip you.
Yeah, they should. But
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a fee or not. I've never actually ordered through DoorDash.
Okay. There's a fee, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
and I don't think people tip in cold weather. Have you experienced that?
There's some places that don't. And what's crazy, Jim, is I can go to a $5 million house and get a $5 tip, but yet I can take the same order to a low budget house and get a $15, $20 tip.
Yeah. That's character or the lack of. Character or the lack of. Huh?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, being a good steward. All right. Well, the hat doesn't say what you said, so would you like to join us next Saturday for breakfast?
I'm going to be out of town next week.
Well, I had a 1 week only offer for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, hey, where are you going?
I'm going to be down in Rehoboth and Milton area today.
Okay. All right. Well, are the roads good?
Yeah, some of the back roads coming through from Bridgeville to Milton were a little icy, but overall they're not bad.
All right. If we were to have a pancake eating contest, could you be taught?
on.
You're on?
We're on.
Okay. Because it's been a long time since you won something, hadn't it?
Yeah, it's been
All
a
right.
long time and nobody's had any competition, no contest.
All right. Well, we may just have a pizza eating or a pancake eating contest. We're not sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling, okay?
Yep, you have a fun day.
Yep. See you. Bye-bye. All right. That was Lee. All right. Now, snow shovels, if you bought one and we got pictures of you, if you got pictures, we need you to please send that to me. Just text it to me. 542-9157. Text it to me. My next guest is an owner-operator of a local business. His name is Craig Dimes, and I think it's the first time I've had him on the show. And Craig, I hear you're quite active in the community. Everybody I saw that you were going to be on said, oh, this guy's involved in this, he's involved in that. Who are you, and what do you got going on in your world? And welcome to Weller Does Delmarva.
Well, hey there, Jim. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been trying to get on here for a couple of years to coordinate my schedule to see you.
Only took you a couple years.
only took me a couple
Tells me
years,
how
that's all.
busy you are.
Yeah. Well, family keeps me busy too.
Yeah,
So.
well, that's a good thing.
In a nutshell, I've lived in Western Sussex all my life. It's where I was born and raised.
Okay.
Never left. Stayed here. Did a couple things in the community. I've been in the hospitality industry pretty much my entire life.
Okay.
Branching out a little bit now to some other things. Going Corral for 15 years when I was young. And
The one in Seaford?
One in Seaford that I learned everything I knew over there with John.
Is Golden
Rittenhouse.
Corral coming back anytime soon?
I can't say personally. I know so this hospitality industry suffered in this COVID.
Yeah, because you can't have a, what's it called? Whatever that is, a
buffet,
buffet
you
or
can't
smorgasbord.
serve, you can't serve yourself. All that. It's been
Right.
a nightmare for hospitality, as everybody can imagine. So,
Yeah.
that being said, for me, I've lived here all my life. Involved in Little League, Shift Destiny, own several businesses, try to support the community the best we can.
Okay.
On especially kids, that kind of program.
Well, you're well known.
Yeah,
I had many people
appreciate
say,
that.
wow, it's an honor to have him on. So it's an honor to have you on. Thank you for joining me.
I don't know about all that. We'll see when the show's over. But
Right, see what our ratings are.
yeah. That being said, I own Hungry Howies in Seaford.
Okay.
Owned Rita's for a number of years in Seaford as well.
Okay.
Currently, a couple years ago, we started Crystal Blue Services. It's a janitorial maintenance, soup to nuts company that can do
Like you could come in and clean a business.
clean,
or
sanitize,
landscape.
landscaping, residential. We do contract labor for post-construction cleanup type projects.
Oh, really? So if I had some remodeling done, or like I'm getting ready to buy a house, if I needed you to come in and just clean that house up so I could
Yep.
get it for rent,
Yep.
that's an idea. I just thought of that.
We
Okay.
do all that, yep. Everything
All
you
right.
can think of, you can call us, one-stop shop.
Okay.
We have partner connections with other businesses that
Okay,
can
so you're
do other
networking
services.
with.
Yep.
So if we call you and say, look, I bought a used house and I need you to come in and clean it up, and there's a couple doorknobs that aren't working, or I need it landscaped or whatever.
Yep. All
Is
that kind of stuff. Yep.
all that kind of
Yep.
stuff, okay.
Not a jack of all trades, but we have connections for all trades.
Okay.
So to speak. So
That's a good
you
way to
need
put
something
it.
like that. Electrician, plumber, we can get the people to do the job to get it done. We may not necessarily do 100% ourselves, but
Right.
we're involved in the project to make sure it gets done the way you want.
Right, but somebody like me is just like, look, I'd like to call one person, be done with it, and not
Yep.
have to worry about anything else.
You'd be surprised how many people do want that.
Right.
It makes it convenient, especially in the busy world we're in.
Right, and you're known for being particular. You're known for spending your money wisely. You're known for being a businessman. So I think that comes with a certain level of trust. People trust you.
Jack Chambers, who runs the company officially for me, does a good job, great job. Can't ask
Okay.
for somebody better.
All right. So how would somebody get a hold of you if they said, I want to get something done, or if they wanted to order a pizza? Which do they do? Or
Well,
do they...
Well, you wouldn't
Hungry
call
Howies
Crystal Blue
is in
for pizza,
Seaford.
so you'll call Hungry Howies in Seaford at 629-9050, or you can order online at hungryhowies.com to
Okay.
get a great pizza, flavored
Right.
crust. That's the best pizza you can think of.
And I have
So,
a daughter named Kim that loves Hungry Howie's Pizza.
Cool,
And her
awesome.
kids do, and her husband does. So good job.
If you need anything from Crystal Blue, you can find us on Facebook, obviously. You can find us online at crystalblue.com for
Okay.
all the contact information you need there.
All right, so I would like some of my audience to like their Facebook page just for the heck of it today. Can we take just a moment and talk about the Seaford Little League?
Yeah.
What happened? Something happened.
It's Nanticoke Little League.
Nanticoke Little League.
It's no story that Seaford has not exactly been on the best times over the last several decades.
Okay.
As a town. Baseball is not something, softball is not something that's growing on the local levels. It is on travel ball and other
Okay.
and Little League in general is suffering. It's no secret.
Okay.
If anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying.
All right.
However, volunteerism is very tough. So the leagues, whether it's Laurel, Seaford, any of them can always use volunteers.
Just to help out in any
Help-
way.
There's a lot of one-time tasks that can be done that can help just take the burden off the ones who are trying to make sure the administration is done and
Right.
all the bills get paid and all.
So there's
more
always
to
an
it.
opening
There's
to help
always an
out.
opening. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable doing
Right.
as to whether that can fit a spot.
Right. All right. So you're involved in that too. So what else do you want to say or whatever?
No, I
Any
just
other
want to
points you
appreciate
wanna
your
make?
support of the community. I know in the hospitality industry, everybody can still use your help, everybody's help. The market is changing, the hospitality is changing. I've been in doing it for 30 years, and I've never seen anything like it is now. And going forward, it's going to be 5 years from now, you won't recognize the new things that are going to come out as far as the norms in the hospitality industry.
Right. I think restaurants and things like
Yep.
that are going to have to completely redo their heating and air conditioning
Yep,
and
everything.
filtration and seats that clean themselves or sanitize themselves or
Yep.
something. In
Yeah.
other words, something. It's going to be interesting as you see the government force employers to pay everybody a minimum of $15 an hour. What becomes automated? It's going to be amazing.
It's
in other
going.
words,
You have automated restaurants already that are in test,
Right.
that just have technicians in the background that keep things filled a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, you go some places now, you don't even have to touch the food; it can be made for you, and
Right.
you don't even know where it came from. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be more and more like that.
Yeah.
Your small mom and pops are the ones who are going to suffer the most because they can't automate as easy.
right.
It's a shame because that's
It
where a
is.
lot of your best food is sometimes.
Right. I hate to see small businesses, get pushed out, but it just seems to be the tide of the world, that just,
Yeah.
and then when they're going, everybody misses them.
Yep.
But when they're here, they didn't support them. In
Yep.
other words, it's like, gee, I miss so-and-so, but, yet I didn't support them. But it's hard to be in business. I mean,
It is.
what I tell everybody: if you want to work 80 hours a week and not be forced to pay yourself overtime, start your own business.
Yes,
In
yes.
other words, you're allowed to
For
work
sure.
all you want, in other words, and it doesn't cost you any more. So, crystal blue. For me to best describe it, I'm thinking if went right to the house thing. I was just thinking, there are people that buy houses and sell them, or buy houses and rent them, or have a tenant move out and another one move in. I think that would be a good fit for that.
Yep.
In other words,
and we have a lot of
something like that.
realtors that partner with us to come in, do clean outs of houses before they list them and market them.
Okay.
Like when they buy a house or take over a house or whatever, come and do a complete redo, just do a touch up. There's a lot of people who just want their grass cut. They don't need it to look like $1 million mansion.
Right.
They just need a grass cut. We do
Right.
that too.
Okay. All right. What was that number again? 629.
For Howies is 629-9050.
That's for ordering pizza.
And the best place to get us is Facebook and crystalblueservices.com online.
And both have Facebook.
Yep.
Hungry Howies has that too.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we are good. I appreciate the time you give me.
Well, I'm glad you came, and thanks for the hat, and we'll go from there.
You're good, sir.
All right.
Thank
See
you.
you around.
All right,
Take
see
care.
ya.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right. There he goes, Craig Dimes. So check that out. In other words, very interesting. And whenever you hear different guests come on, I'd appreciate it if you would like their Facebook page. So the offer was, if you would like me to buy your breakfast next Saturday, I need you to be the first person to call in and say, what's the name on the hat that I'm wearing, okay? It's that simple, 422-7336. I'm asking for pictures of people using the Weller's snow shovel, and I want to encourage you to support local businesses when you can. I'm not saying I don't ever buy anything on Amazon or I don't ever buy anything at a big box store. I do, but when the opportunity arises that you can keep a local business in business, it's appreciated. That's all I'm saying. I know that I used to be involved with an organization that we had a big fundraiser auction once a year. And when I went out in the community to get donations, I found way more cooperation from small businesses than I did from big corporations. So anyway, we're here for you, folks. I own a small business called Weller's Utility Trailers, and I would appreciate your support as best you can support me. We're open today at 8 o'clock, and it's been a rough week. I forgot what day it was. What day was yesterday? Friday. Thursday was a nasty, nasty day as far as weather. And I want to say thank you to everybody at Team Wellers because it was freezing, it was wet, and we sold trailers. We had people come in on rainy days is one of our busiest days at Wellers because farmers and contractors, they got more time on their hands. So we will wait on you no matter what the weather. We're here for you. Was that a phone call? Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And what are you calling in reference to?
Hi, Jim. It's Kathy over in Oak Orchard.
Hey there, how
I've been
you
on
doing?
your show before. Good.
Hey.
I want to call and give a quick shout out to one of your sponsors. I believe First Class Heating and Air.
Yep.
Okay. I've had them for 16 years, and I had my little standalone thermostat had stopped working. I couldn't change the temperature. So I
Okay.
called them, and I said, I don't want to pay a full service call. I've been with you guys. Is there any way I can coordinate to have a worker come out, and pay something
Right.
and replace this thermostat? They said, we can send somebody there this afternoon. And I just so happened, I said, well, I've got to leave. I'll leave my house open, which I've done before for them.
Okay.
Unlocked. The guy came in. He checked the thermostat. All it really needed was a battery replacement.
Oh.
They replaced the battery. When he left, he locked the house up for me, called me on my cell phone. They didn't charge me a dime.
First Class Heating and Air does a great job.
I'm telling you, that was service.
Yep.
Because they could have charged me for the battery. They could have charged me something.
Right, something.
For the service call. They didn't charge me a thing.
Wow.
So I really appreciate doing business with them.
Well, and this is taffy, right?
Taffy, like saltwater taffy.
Yep. And you go to Crossroad.
Yep.
Yep. How you been?
Pretty good. I have some health issues, so this is a little scary. I'm waiting to get the shot.
Okay.
Once I get shot, I'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to negotiate a deal to where Wellers has them.
Oh, that would be perfect. I would love that.
You would get one for free with a trailer purchase.
Oh.
Because they have all these ones that they're not using up. I'm talking to people that have been helping administer them and stuff like that. And I guess once they open the bottle, they got to get moving. They got to get them used.
Right, you can't use it.
Right.
I mean, you can't
Can't
save
store it.
so.
Right. Okay.
But anyway, everybody have a blessed day, and I just
Okay.
wanted to share that. I believe when somebody does good service, it should be shared.
Yep. Well, very good. That's a good local
Thank
company.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
First Class Heating and Air. I can't even count the amount of new heating and air conditioning systems I've bought from them over the years. Good people. All right, what is next? Weller's Utility Trailers is trying to survive and keep our head afloat, and business has been really weird so far this year, but we've been busy. And if you need a trailer, we are doing the 1 year same as cash. And so many people, they scold me. They're like, what's the catch? Okay, what's the catch for 1 year same as cash? Who's paying the bill? It's the finance company. Basically, how it works is, based on your credit worthiness, you can buy a trailer, you can put your document fees, your motor vehicle fees all in the package. If you need a hitch or a brake box or whatever, we package it all. You get a loan. You will have a monthly payment every month, but your first 3 months, you don't even have a monthly payment. After that, you do have a monthly payment, and as long as you pay that loan off in full before 1 year, you don't pay 1 penny in interest. Because people say, Jim, I don't believe it. It's a real deal. It's a good deal. Take advantage of the 1 year same as cash at Weller's in Bridgeville. Now, next thing I want to do is just take just a minute and brag on one of my sponsors, which is Dr. T. A lot of people know him as Dr. Trillia, Dr. Bud. If you need chiropractic care, a lot of people have been out shoveling snow. Maybe you've tripped or slipped or fell. Maybe you've been in a minor car accident or something and you need an adjustment. They can help you out. They accept most insurances. You can give them a call and see what they accept and what the deal is and what it's going to cost you. Very accommodating as far as hours. But I know a lot of people have been physically more active, dealing with the weather or the muck or whatever, or they've took a slip or a slide. If you need chiropractic care, I highly recommend Peninsula Chiropractic Service at 302-629-4344, 629-4344. Locally owned and operated. They're on the web at peninsulachiro.com, and they're very active on Facebook. Tell them I sent you. They'll take good care of you. Peninsula Chiropractic Center in Seaford. Now, I did say Weller's is going to be open at 8. I do want to also mention, if you have any interest in ever being on the show, we have time available. I had thrown out a special, $100 for an interview, and we normally charge $3. We're doing it for $100. We're into May and June if you'd like to be on the show. So if you own a business and you've never been on, as an introductory offer, one time, we will let you on for $100 and sit down and interview you. Then you can take it and share it on your website or share it on Facebook or whatever you want to do. So we're on TV, Facebook, radio, YouTube, large audience, loyal audience, and we'd like the opportunity to help you get promoted. Every business I know is in the fight of their life to just survive and keep things going. The world just keeps changing, and it's, you get this little problem solved, and here comes another one. So, and that's just normal for everybody. But I'm letting you know, if there's anything I can do to help you get the word out, whether you're an organization or your business, I would love to help you, and it's only going to cost you $100 first time, okay? We don't have any room left in March. We're in April, May, and June is where we're at. All right, I'm taking a break from the radio. So for my radio audience, would you switch over to Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook right away? I don't want you to miss anything. All right, so now we're going to continue on. I think we're going to talk to Colin Walls in a moment or so about TV Delmarva. And we are live, and you say, where in the world are you? We are sitting inside of Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. In fact, we're going to have the Laurel Police Chief join us here in just a little bit. So we are inside Laurel Junction. For $4.99, you can enjoy their breakfast special, okay? It's 2 eggs, 2 nice fluffy pancakes, and 2 pieces of bacon sausage or scrapple. How much do you say? $4.99. That's cheaper than fast food. So it's good food fast, but it's not fast food. So anyway, stop on in and check out their breakfast specials and so on and so forth. So a lot of different guests lining up. We're going to be talking to Colin here about TV Delmarva. And then I got a lot of things to tell you about. Some of the other people that are going to be joining me in a little bit is Chief Danny Wright from the Laurel Police Department. He'll be here. And then I've also got Kevin Short. He is always a wealth of information, and he's going to be asking for your support also as well. Local business been dramatically affected. And, I mean, things are being canceled already for later this year. It's insane.
I tell you what's not
happening.
canceled.
What's that?
Tech Talk Live comes on
Tech Talk
Tuesday.
Live, that's right. It's
Yeah, it'll be
next
on TV
Tuesday.
Delmarva. Yeah, this Tuesday.
This Tuesday, that's
Not
right.
next Tuesday, this Tuesday.
Oh, this Tuesday, everybody. All right.
It'll
Tech
be
Talk
Tuesday.
Live.
How's that?
Every Tuesday. It's not every Tuesday, but
No, no,
this
no.
Tuesday.
It's
Once
the
a month.
last Tuesday of every month.
The
yeah.
last Tuesday of every month. Okay.
Yeah. Except when it's not, because when it's not, it's on a different day.
That's right.
And sometimes it's not on at all.
Okay. So this is
Stay
college talk.
tuned.
This is college talk. It's a little bit up above me. All right. What's going on with you?
Well, TV Delmarva. So we were talking about channel 14.4, the Delmarva weather.
Right.
That's the one I'm excited about all of them. But
Okay.
this has been like the labor of love. And Hunter has put a ton of work
Yes, he has.
into this.
Yes, he
and
has.
I would like to have about 10 more Hunters.
10 more hunters.
That is a working dude there.
He is.
He is. So, but anyway, he has put a ton of work into this, and he has designed all the graphics, and he's automated all this stuff, like lots of behind-the-scene programming type things that he's done. So, channel 14.4, if you're over the air on TV Delmarva, you're going to find a weather channel, and it's all locally programmed weather. So the top of the hour, so let's say 8 o'clock.
Right.
8 o'clock, you're going to get 3 minutes of weather. You're not going to have to wait for an ad. The
Right.
first thing you're going to get is
weather.
the weather.
Okay.
3 minutes of weather. It's going to be all your local conditions.
Okay.
It's local forecast,
Okay.
extended forecast, today's forecast. And then if there's any special bulletins in there, like we're having weather event of some
Okay,
sort,
okay.
then that'll be included in that as well. So that's 3 minutes, radar, all that stuff.
Right.
2 minutes of ads.
Okay.
So you're not sitting through 5, 6, 7
Right.
minutes of ads. You're going to get 2 minutes of ads. It's generally going to be 4 30-second ads.
Okay.
So if you're an advertiser, think about that.
Right.
That
You
there's
could be
this-
on every half hour.
You could be on every 15 minutes.
Okay. Every 15 minutes.
Every 15 minutes you could
And
be
in
on.
advertising, they say frequency is key.
Yes, frequency is key. And this channel is designed to watch in 15-minute increments.
Okay.
So it's not a half hour,
So you
an
may
hour
get a
show.
different audience throughout the day.
You're definitely going to get different audiences.
Right.
But you're going to get repeat audiences too.
True, right.
I think you're going to have people tuning in.
A mix of
and-
everything.
Yeah, and you're going to get the guy that wakes up in the morning and he turns it on. He wants
Says,
to know
"I
what's
need
the
to
weather
know."
going to be today.
Right.
Then later on in the day, they're going to look at it. And so if you're on in that 15 minutes, it's going to be a good deal, I
So
believe.
the whole channel is dedicated to this.
It's dedicated to weather. 3 minutes of weather, 2 minutes of ads, 3 minutes of local news, local
Okay.
Sussex County news,
Okay.
and then 2 minutes of ads after that, and then it's going to be 3 minutes of traffic cameras from around the area.
What will it like bounce from one to the other?
It'll go from one to the other, exactly, so
Okay.
you can see what's going on. Now we're working; we don't have those up yet,
Right.
So right now it's weather, news, and
Are
weather.
you
again.
looking for anybody that if they had a location, maybe on a corner,
Yes.
on a major highway, that would like to put a camera up,
Yes.
for them to be part of it?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. And we talked to Mike Mercer here about because this is a pretty popular intersection
Right,
here, Route
right.
9 and Route 13 here.
Make a note of that.
Make a note of that.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
You're going to think about doing it.
Yeah, cameras.
Jim has a couple locations that we've talked about.
I know. I got it. It all requires internet, but one of them's
Yes.
got it.
Right.
Right. Traffic.
Traffic, yep.
TV cameras, right?
Exactly.
I spelled every one of them words right.
TV.
That's a big accomplishment.
TV, he spelled Teevee.
Right. Right.
No.
I don't hold my teachers responsible for how uneducated I am.
Well, if you
I'm
were
just
actually
not
there,
too
you probably
smart,
could
you
have,
know?
but you didn't.
Right,
You weren't
right,
there.
right. I wasn't there, and everybody knows I paid people to do my schoolwork, and it's not a joke or anything. I
What
didn't.
is the statute of limitations on?
Oh, it was only 7 years.
Oh, okay.
It only
On
took me 2
truancy.
years to pick up my diploma. It only took me 2 years to pick up my diploma. And I actually sent somebody to get that. So, anyway, kids,
anyway.
eat your Wheaties and go to school.
Definitely go to
and
school.
don't do drugs. All right.
That's
Hey,
pretty good
Colin.
advice, Jim. That's pretty good advice. Anyway, if you're an advertiser looking to get the word out,
Right.
in Sussex County, in the surrounding Maryland counties, TV Delmarva is the best value, I believe, going. Period.
I agree.
In advertising.
And you're wide open. Colin is
Yeah.
ready to write a contract today.
That's right. Give me a call, 302-242-8015, or text me, 302-242-8015.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
Question.
Yes.
How's business at Walls Service Center?
It's pretty good. It's.
Okay.
I mean, it's been weird since COVID started
Right.
anyway. 2019 was a really good year. 2020 was
weird.
starting good, and
Took a
all
turn.
that happened. And I was just talking to Craig over there, and I was saying we had 10 weeks straight of almost nothing.
Wow.
So we were allowed to be open. We were an
Right.
essential business, but nobody was traveling. Nobody was using their car. Everybody was scared to take their car anywhere else.
Okay.
To take it somewhere to have it worked on. So anyway,
All right, Wall Service Center, downtown Milford.
That's right.
All right, now I hear the music. By golly, Lisa is chowing down over there. Nah, she's enjoying the food is what it is. All right, what is next on my schedule? I have got a sponsor segment, and this is for my accountant. And so many people right about now are thinking of taxes, tax return, their accountant, and so on and so forth. And my accountant, as you know, is George Luff & Associates in Milford and Dover and Rehoboth. And I really do enjoy dealing with him. I don't love paying taxes, but I don't mind paying taxes, and I don't mind tax refunds either. So anyway, if you own a business or you're just a regular individual and you used to get somebody to do your taxes or one of your friends or something, and now you're like, I really need to make sure it's right. There's been so many changes and things like that. Luff & Associates is always looking for new clients. So if you need some help with your taxes or tax return, again, it doesn't have to be a business. It could be personal, business, whatever. Luff & Associates will help you out. Their phone number, 302-422-9699, 302-422-9699. It's picture time here at the Laurel Junction. And anyway, also, if you own a business and you need help with your payroll, they have a service called Easy Payroll at Luff & Associates, where if you got a business and you just want to run your business and you've been helping and doing your own payroll, but you'd rather pay somebody to do it, Luff & Associates will help you out. 422-9699. That's 302-422-9699. It's luffcpas.com on the web. Now, my next guest is a young man that I've known for a while. He's the chief of police for the Laurel Police Department, which is a huge organization doing a great job. Danny Wright, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, Jim. How are you?
Good. How you been?
Fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic.
Last time I saw you, I think I was delivering Christmas presents.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Out to Little Creek.
Out to Little Creek. Is that where it was, Little Creek?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And state police were doing it, and we tagged along with you, and we had a good time.
Yes, we did.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
And as I've known over the years, you used to be a Delaware State Trooper.
Yes, sir.
Retired.
Yes.
And now you're the chief of police for Laurel.
Yes, sir.
I had the mayor on last week.
I heard that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and he's running again. I forgot how long he'd been mayor, but it was a long time, in other
Yes,
words.
sir.
And he said people just seem to like the job he's doing, and
Yeah.
going to vote him back in, I
Right.
guess. So
he
we'll
does. He
see.
does a good job for
He
the town.
does.
He really does.
He was explaining downtown Laurel along the river and stuff like that. They're doing some improvements and got some new things coming. So what's the police department got going on? In other words, how's the police world?
The police world's it's a little different now.
Okay.
As you're aware, with some of the things that are going on, COVID is a big issue.
Yes, it is.
I tell you what we're trying to establish right now is a youth academy for the youth in Laurel.
That's a
It's
great
It's
idea.
a one week academy during the summer.
Okay.
We'll do a lot of disciplinary things.
This would be your first time doing it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when might this be? This summer?
It's going to be in August. Yes.
August.
The information has been turned over to the school district for them to approve because we need a place for the training.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what would that look like? So what would an age group be?
It's middle school.
School.
Leading into high school.
Okay. And so you can only take so many students, I presume.
Correct.
All
We're
right.
looking at hoping to get 15.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
All right. And so they would get an opportunity to see what the police actually do?
It would kind of little bit mimic the Delaware State Police Academy.
Okay.
There'll be a disciplinary portion where they have to march and they have to,
Oh, really?
work as a team.
Okay.
Team building, educating them as to what police officers actually do and what our jobs and responsibilities are.
Wow.
So it's just it will be a nice step forward to hopefully progress each year
Right.
in advance.
So, and it might not be just for somebody that wants to be a police officer.
Maybe someone might want to join the military.
Right, in other words.
Right.
But it will give you a glimpse of what it's really like. It's not just about speeding tickets. There's a
Right.
there's a whole lot more to the
Yes.
police world than that.
Yes, there is. And we would be inviting instructors from around the state that there are other towns that already have this
Okay.
this program going. So we won't have to recreate the wheel. So to
That's a
speak.
good idea. So, how many police officers are there in Laurel?
20.
20.
Yes,
Wow. Wow. Is there a guy named Patrolman Coleman?
Well, he's a sergeant now.
Adam.
Adam Coleman.
Okay.
Yes, he's a sergeant for me.
Well, I remember when he was just a youngster starting out.
Right up in Bridgeville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done good.
And Sergeant Hitchens was up there also.
Oh, that's right.
Adam Hitchens.
Yes.
They're both down here.
Yeah. Adam's been with you quite a while, and Coleman's been with you
Oh,
quite a
yes.
while.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So, Patrolman Coleman is a sergeant now.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. How's he doing for you?
Oh, he's doing a good job.
You got any complaints with him you'd like to share on the air?
No, not on the air. Not on the air.
Oh, wow. And Adam Hitchens. Yeah, well, good. And I see you guys out doing a good job and keeping things straight. And so what does the chief do? Do you have to work every day?
I work every day.
Every day.
every
Okay.
day. I try to split my shifts so I can see both shifts as they work.
Okay.
Mostly administrative paperwork, making sure that everything's moving smoothly. Working over on policies and procedures with Sergeant Coleman as we're
Okay.
trying to get it accredited. With
Okay.
the state, which is a big deal for Laurel. That
Right.
would be a really big deal if we can get accredited.
Well, Laurel seems to be adding new businesses. They seem
Yes.
to have a vision for the future.
Right.
And everybody seems to be in sync. In other words, it seems like they're all going in the same direction,
And
as a town.
there's a formulation of One Laurel, and that's gathering people from within the community to talk about the community, to bring the community together
Okay.
as a whole.
Unity.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is now in Laurel, you just dealing with Laurel. When you were a state trooper, you were statewide more or less. In other words, you never.
Yeah, I was all over the place.
You was all over the place. All right. Now, what else do I need to know? In other words, do you ride in a marked vehicle?
I do not.
You do not. Okay. All right. And do you ever go out and write tickets?
No, but I do go out and patrol, and I assist with backing up our officers.
Oh, so you go out on the road?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
It's good to work with the officers on the road so they realize that I'm just not sitting behind a desk.
That's true.
That I'm available if they need me.
Right. All right. And other than that, what else do we need to know? Have you got the body cams?
We do.
You do?
We've actually had those for over 3 years now. That
Wow.
was the first thing I utilized our grant money for. Was
Okay.
body cameras.
Body cams. Okay. All right. And I would say they are good for all parties.
Absolutely.
They're good to substantiate as well as defend, and also help people understand there's always two sides. There's always another view. There's always another view of things. So.
They have worked out tremendous for us. Well, we've had people with some concerns. We'll download the camera, and they'll come in my office. We will review it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then they can see, what took place maybe during that traffic stop where there might be a misunderstanding or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And 100% of the time, it solves it one way or the other.
Yeah, it does. It's because the camera don't lie.
Nope, cameras don't lie.
Right.
That's
Well, that's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
What else do I need to know? Like, how far do you go? You go all the way to the Maryland line?
No, we do not.
Oh, you don't?
Just
Okay.
on the outskirts of town. Our area is smaller than what it would appear.
Okay, so just the Laurel and just a little bit.
13 northbound up by Camp Road.
Okay.
South just halfway between, it's cut up a lot, so it's Delaware Avenue.
Okay.
It's kind of the cutoff going south. But then if you turn on 24 into town, we pick it back up there.
Okay.
West
Wow.
Street out towards out of town. Yeah.
All right. You got a lot of good businesses in Laurel.
Yeah.
Laurel.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah,
and-
I would like to see more because I think the kids need, especially coming out of high school,
Okay.
a place to go in our town.
Yeah.
It would be
And
nice to see that pick up.
more. Well,
A
I'm
lot of them go down to Salisbury and whatnot, or they try to.
right. So it'd be best to keep them right here in Laurel.
Yes, sir.
All right, and how do you get dispatched? Do you have your own dispatcher, or does Suscom dispatch you?
Well, when I first got there, we kind of had our own dispatch when people would call in.
Okay,
So what we've kind of converted that over to Suscom.
okay.
So they do our dispatch.
Dispatching. I think that's kind of, in my opinion, a little better, just because if you needed help or whatever, they're already aware of where a DSP unit would be.
Exactly.
And things of that nature,
Yeah.
you know.
And their lines are recorded, so if we're missing something, they can call back.
Yeah.
Where that always doesn't happen when they were.
Have
but
you ever-
That was a big hurdle though when I first got here because everyone would call in. And
Really?
And we had my administrative assistant would answer the phone, who used to be a dispatcher.
Okay.
However, you still don't have all the
Right.
information that you need sometimes to send.
Wow. Have you ever been and toured the 911 center?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I went there, and as I walked through the door, the alarm was going off at my house. It was really weird. They said, "Oh, by the way," it was just funny. It was just ironic, you
Right,
know.
right.
Any other stuff you want to talk about?
We also are going to have a Citizens Police Academy also.
Oh.
And again, in conjunction with the high school,
Right.
we'll have a nice atmosphere in the proper facilities to hold that.
I think this is very good. This is proactive.
Yes.
This is real good forward thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It bridges gaps between, it gives the children an entirely different view of what a police officer does.
Right.
Now the parents, through the
Right.
Citizens Police Academy, I went to the state police one, and
Right.
it gave me I had no idea of the training and what they have to go through, and the reporting and the accounting and the policy. I just thought you just got in the car and drove and wrote speeding tickets, but
Right.
it's nothing like that.
Well, if you remember,
Nothing like that.
back in 90, I want to say 96 or 97, I was over at Troop 5 covering, and you rode with me.
Did I really?
Mm-hmm.
In 96 or 7?
You did a ride
That's like
along.
20 some years ago.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
That was a long time
That was
ago.
probably, I think that was like the second time I ever met you. The other time is when you had your tire store. And I
Okay.
used to buy my tires from you.
In Lincoln. That was a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Where are you from? Where'd you grow
Milton.
up? Milton. Milton, Delaware. Do you happen to know Emory West?
I do know Emory. Well.
Okay.
Yes.
He's running for the town council.
Yes, he is.
So,
I saw that.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else?
Not really. I mean, I just appreciate the community involvement that is happening in Laurel and the support of the mayor and council that allows us to move forward in that direction. Because community policing is where it's at, and without having community policing, it doesn't really work out well.
Right.
So we have to be wide open and transparent, and we will be that
Right.
type of department.
Now that community police thing, the whatever it's called, that's coming up. Is that going to be in August too? The one for the children, for the
That will be in August.
Okay.
We have not set a date for the citizens.
the other- the citizen one, that's one.
Police Academy.
I want to really encourage people. I'm telling you, for me, it was a game changer. It just caused me to look at everybody, the sacrifice they make, the danger they put themselves in. I mean, because you can go from just doing a traffic stop to going to an accident where somebody ran into somebody
Yes, sir.
to helping with a domestic. I mean, it's just the gamut of things. You got to be on your game all the time.
And the
you
whole
know?
idea is to pull people from other police departments so they can engage with the citizens of Laurel.
True.
So they understand what the Delaware State Police do, Delaware River and Bay Authority, if we can bring them down.
Right.
The helicopter, the
Yep.
aviation and things like that.
All the different ones. They got
Yeah.
a scuba team. They got
Yeah,
it all.
They have it all.
Yeah, they have it all.
Absolutely.
So, well, very good. Well, I appreciate your commitment, your service to the community, your friendship, and I do remember one really little odd ride along I did one night where you were involved, and it was just interesting. In other words, I don't know if you remember, we all met at the Laurel Police Department,
Right.
and then went from there, and it was just an interesting thing.
Right.
So, the police, whatever that one you're going to do with the adults, I want to. How many is it going to be? 15, 20 people?
We're going to have to see what the COVID limits will let
Oh,
go. But
that's right.
But in talking preliminary with the school district, I'm thinking about 15.
And that would be for citizens of the town of Laurel.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I think that's great. I think
In
that's
surrounding
great.
areas.
And surrounding areas.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any needs that you would want to share publicly? Is the police department looking to raise money for anything, or I don't even know how they buy things?
Most of our money comes from our grants.
Okay.
But we do have some federal grants that we're, that
Working on.
and also the town budget. So
Okay.
It's a challenge at times, but I tell you, the town really comes together. The town manager, Jamie Smith, does a fantastic job handling all the different departments and the budget, because it can be tough on a small town that is still lacking a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
But you can see it spreading. We just needed to come a little bit further south from Seaford and a little bit further north from Delmar, and I think we're right there in the middle.
Wow, well, very good.
To hopefully make that work.
Well, listening to the mayor, it sounded like they have a vision for the future.
Yes, sir.
In other
they
words,
do.
and
Absolutely.
vision, you got to believe it to achieve it, more or less. In
Yes,
other
sir.
words, I had one more question. I forgot what it was, but anyway, does the police department have a Facebook page?
Yes, we do, and we
Okay.
just got our own website too, which is
Okay.
laurelpolicedepartment.com. Believe it or not.
Wow,
Yeah,
Laurel
that
Police
wasn't taken.
That
so-
is amazing that you
Yeah,
were able to
right.
get that.
Yes.
laurelpolicedepartment.com.
But the Facebook account has been up for 3 years, and it shows there's a lot of interaction with the communities and different businesses that people can just look and see what's going on. We try
'cause-
to post information when we need assistance also.
Right. Do you put pictures of people that have shoplifted somewhere?
Usually, yes, if
Okay.
we can.
It's amazing.
If we don't know the identity,
Already.
it has turned out to be really helpful.
Yeah, it is.
Really
That social media is
Yes.
amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Covers a lot
And,
more than we ever could back in the day in
correct.
the newspaper.
Right. In
But they
newspaper.
still work. But
Yeah.
it's right then and now.
Right. It's more now. All right. Well, I don't have any other questions. I was going to ask, what's it been like, this interview?
Yeah, I was just going to thank you for this. It's nice to be able to get out in the public and answer questions from the public, as yourself.
Wow.
And try to explain to what we actually do and what our purpose is. And as you said, it's not always writing tickets,
Right.
And it's not always putting handcuffs on somebody. It's finding that child that might be lost, or
Parent,
an elderly
right.
person with dementia, which we've been able to do before. And I'm in my 37th year of law enforcement.
Are you really? Did you start with the state police?
I started with Ocean City full time.
Okay.
And after graduating their academy, I was only there for about another month before I resigned
Ooh.
to go to the Delaware State Police Academy.
Okay.
And then, of course, with the Delaware State Police. And I'm just completing my 5th year with Laurel.
Really?
Yes.
Well, good job. Does Laurel have a K-9 unit?
We have 2.
Two?
Yes.
Okay.
We have 2
Okay.
K-9 units. One's bomb trained and one's narcotic trained. And of course, they're patrol trained as well.
Okay. That's pretty good to have, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to give you a couple gifts.
I appreciate
Do you eat ice cream?
Yes.
I want you to answer that. How many people in your group? You want 4 or 5?
4 is fine. That'd
All
be
right.
awesome.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a whole bunch, and you give them to the other policemen.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Absolutely.
And then you divvy them up any way you want.
Yes,
and then I'm
sir.
going to give you a Weller's flashlight, so you will never be in the dark. How's that?
I appreciate that as well.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Danny, and
Thank you
I'll
very
see you
much.
around,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Appreciate you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you very
All right.
much.
I'll see you. All right. Laurel Police Chief Danny Wright. There he goes. All right. What a service. 30-some years of serving our community. Now, what is going on here today? People are there. There's Betty and Charlie. How you kids doing? Good. They survived the snowstorm and the ice storm and everything in between. Listen, they tell me Weller's is ready to open, and we've got a busy day planned, so I want to say thanks a lot. Want to do a real quick sponsor segment for my insurance company. I bet insurance agencies have been very busy this week. It is L&W Insurance Agency. You hear me brag about them each and every week because I love dealing with them. All right, I've got all kinds of insurance, and what's nice about L&W is when I have a claim or have a problem, they get right in the middle of it because that's who I deal with, okay? And so I'm very happy. So if you need personal insurance, life, health, if you need car insurance, if you own a snowmobile and you need insurance, if you own a business and you need liability insurance, they have all kinds of insurances. They've been in business over 80 years, okay? So if you want to talk to them, give them a call. If you want to look them up on Facebook, they're very active there. They constantly are posting things, very informative. It's L&W Insurance Agency. Phone number 302-856-7828. 856-7828. On the web, lwinsurance.com. And like them on Facebook. They'll do a good job for you. Like I say, you don't have to own a business to deal with them. It can be personal stuff or, anything. So even renter's insurance. I know somebody that just uses them for renter's insurance. So we are sitting here inside Laurel Junction. We got lots of different people here, and they all have one thing in common. They either like the show, or they love Laurel Junction, or they're hungry. $4.99 will get you the breakfast special, 2 nice, fluffy pancakes, okay? 2 eggs and 2 bacon, sausage, or scrapple, one or the other. Take your pick on the meat, $4.99. Vanderwyn gift cards, I want to just tell you, we are going to give some away later on in the show, not right this minute. But Vanderwyn's Ice Cream is a sponsor, supporter of the show, and we thank them very much. They have an ice cream store in Dewey, Fenwick, Greenwood, and outside of Greenwood on 404. And most of them are, got different hours based on the season of the year. But I love their ice cream. It's really, really good. And you can enjoy it too. Cups, cones, quarts, pints, or you can literally hire their truck to come to your event or your business or something like that. If you like ice cream, everybody likes Vanderwyn's, and they're on the web at VanderwynFarmCreamery.com. VanderwynFarmCreamery.com, and like their Facebook page so you will always know what's going on. Now, what else is going on? We have had some wet, wonky weather this week. I think people that have basements have maybe had leaks where they never had them before. And I want to just talk about Dry Zone. Dry Zone is a company that, this is a sponsor segment, but Dry Zone can help you if you've got a basement leaking problem, okay? They also can help you if your crawl space is a mess and needs encapsulating. They can also help you if you need any electrical work. They also do floor coating through their other business, which is called Hello Garage. So anyway, Dry Zone is a great local company that does all types of things to keep your home safe, healthy, and in good order. There are other people that do what Dry Zone does, which naturally there would be, but I'm telling you from personal experience, I have never dealt with a company that is on their game like Dry Zone, okay? So if you need any of what they do or you're not sure what they do, look them up online at dryzone.com, and see what you can learn about them. If you're looking for a career change, maybe the weather's got you not working like you'd like to work, Dry Zone will work you 52 weeks a year. They're always looking to grow their team. So if you have any interest in working at Dry Zone, you can stop in on Route 16 in Ellendale at the Dry Zone Red Barn, or you can go to dryzone.com and see what's going on there. All right, what's their phone number? 302-684-5034. 684-5034. Bill and Heather Anderson, owner, operator, great company. They'll do a fantastic job for you. Their warranties are good. They're transferable if you were to sell your property, and they know what they're doing, okay? Now, what in the world do we want to do next? I got just a couple minutes. I do want to tell you at 8 o'clock, we take a break from the radio. So if you are listening on the radio, I don't want you to miss anything. So I need you at 8 o'clock, top of the hour, bottom of the hour, for just 2 or 3 minutes. We take a break from the radio. So switch over to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, if you would, or tvdelmarva.com, because I don't want you to miss anything. Colin Walls is going to be joining me. He's got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I just want you to not miss one word we're saying. What else is going on? Recently, I went to the new movie theater in Milford, and I just want to tell you, man, if you've been cooped up and you just want to get out, I really want to encourage people to get behind the movement. This theater has been well received. It's wonderful. The seats are heated. They recline. If you bring a little wire, you can even plug into the USB and charge your telephone while you're at the movies, okay? So anyway, I think it's called Movies 9, or the Milford Movies or something. Anyway, it's where the old Walmart used to be, and it's really a great experience. So if you just have been busy, you're tired, you want to go out, you want to spend some time with the wife or the kids, or just, spend some time alone watching a movie, I'm encouraging people to support this movie theater. Wilson's Auction. I'm going to talk about this after 8 o'clock. Huge auction today. The auction today is so big that it's not only in the one building, it's also over in the red building. 2 different auctions. So anyway, we're going to take a break from the radio. I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to miss anything. So I need you to switch over to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook or tvdelmarva.com. Okay? So I don't want you to miss anything. All right? All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Did we lose our stream there a second ago? I just wondered. Okay. All right. Now, we are sitting here. We are inside Laurel Junction. I have seen so many people I know drive through that intersection out there. I can't get over it. I bet I've seen 30 people that I recognize drove through that intersection today. So what a view. This is like a really scenic view from inside here. I'm inside the Laurel Junction looking out the window. I have recognized some of the people that have gone through the drive-in over here at Burger King, and I've recognized people that have gone through that intersection. So if you're going through the intersection over here, wave to me, because I can't believe the view that I've got here and how good my eyes are working this morning. So anyway, Charlie and Betty have stopped by. I see Kevin Short has arrived. I should have thought so when I saw him rolling that red carpet out. I knew they were here. But anyway, Debbie Short's going to chit-chat with us. Kevin Short's going to chit-chat with us. We've got a lot to talk to you about, and what a busy morning. So I'm looking for Colin Walls, paging Colin Walls. Please come to the principal's office. We're looking for Colin Walls. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Thanks for listening and watching the show. And, we found him. Okay, no problem at all. He's here. He's
Am I
safe.
late?
No, you're not late, but we don't want you to be
not
late.
on time.
Well, you're close.
Okay.
You're seasonably late.
Fashionably late, Jim.
Fashionably.
There we go.
Fashionably. All right, TV Delmarva, lots of things going on, lots of opportunities.
Yes.
All right, what else do you want to say?
Kind of continuing on with the Delmarva Weather Channel.
Okay, very exciting.
It is very exciting, and I think people are going to watch it, and it's information that you need.
Oh, and it's so broke. I like the way you got 3 minutes here, and then 2 minutes here, and then 3 minutes here.
It's very
and then
structured.
It starts all over again.
I like how structured. For one thing, from the programming aspect of it, it makes it easier when it's structured
Right.
like that. You know what's going to happen when, and if something doesn't happen right, you know something's wrong.
Right.
But for the viewer, they know.
They can depend.
They can depend on it. So they know, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and I know I can turn this on at exactly 5:30, and the weather is going to be on.
Right.
And then I know that in a couple minutes, the news is going to be on. And then I know in a couple minutes, I'm going to be able to look and see, what the traffic conditions are, whether it's lots of traffic or even the weather conditions out on the road.
Right.
We've had some varying weather from here
One town
in
to another.
Laurel to Milford to,
Right.
down to Lewis and Rehoboth. It's been, a lot. So if you're here in Laurel and you're going to be traveling to Lewis, you might want to see what the roads look like in Lewis.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Good idea, good service, great advertising opportunity.
Well, I think it's an excellent advertising opportunity because it's going to be very limited of.
Correct. How many people can be in there?
Exactly. So, I think it's going to be a valuable spot. Not meaning we're going to charge a ton of money for it.
No,
I mean
but
spot,
a good return on your investment.
a good return on your investment, definitely. And I believe we have some of the best values in advertising on Delmarva at TV Delmarva. So covering our 4 channels and different ways we reach people, because we're not only reaching people over the air, we're reaching them on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, on our website,
Right.
through Facebook, lots
Right.
and lots of different ways. Your show's on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
So
quite a lot of different formats. Quite a
lots
lot of different formats.
So if you want to get in touch with me, give me
Okay.
a call or text me.
Okay.
302-242-8015. That comes directly to me. You're not going to go through a salesperson.
Okay.
I am the salesperson.
Right. Colin is a salesperson.
302-242-8015. Call or text me at that number.
Okay.
How's the show going today, Jim?
I think the show is going real good, in other words, and I really like all the things you're doing with TV Delmarva.
Thank you.
And it's exciting. It's just, we're talking, was it just a year and a half ago all this started?
It's almost been exactly a year that we went on the air, over the air on.
And then about a
Channel
year
14.
beforehand with all the conversations.
All the conversations, yeah. So
Yeah.
and
It's been a big thing.
Yeah, I think of TV Delmarva as being a project that started back in like 2012 when we first started streaming things.
Yes.
Online.
You
So-
were way ahead of time on that. In other words, do you remember the Tuesday nights at Jimmy's Grill?
Yes.
all you can eat spaghetti, $6.95.
Oh, yeah.
And the crowds that came.
I think it was $5.95. But if you wanted the salad,
it was
$6.95
$1 extra for the salad bar.
salad bar.
I had to debate it every week. Can I afford it? I don't know. Another trailer sale's got to happen. Oh my gosh! All right, so that was a good time.
That was a good time.
What was
we
that
had a lot of
called?
fun.
Catch It Live.
That was Catch It Live show.
Yeah, Catch It Live. Yep.
Yeah.
And we had many different people. And I remember when Dan Gaffney, left one radio station to go to another,
Yeah.
and nobody knew where he was going.
Well, it's because that radio station didn't exist.
All right, they built a radio station just for him.
Right.
So anyway, it's been real good, real good.
And now it's just him.
And now it's just him. He's the man.
Yeah.
He can do it all. By golly, he can do it all. All right.
All
so,
right. Well, TV
anything
Delmarva,
else?
tvdelmarva.com. Find us on Roku. Find us on Amazon Fire Stick. And find us over the air at Channel 14.
But you won't find us hungry, okay?
No, you won't find
We're
us hungry.
eating all the time, in other words. What was your breakfast like today? Oh, we're going on the
Oh,
radio?
it was really good.
Really good.
Really good. Chef
Cheyenne's
Fred's
ready?
got it going on
No,
here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Chef Fred does need to go on here one of these days. All right. Okay, I'm going to let you go.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we're coming back on the radio. I hear the music, everybody. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe all the things people are telling me in my brain. Today, and today only. This is a today-only offer you are about to hear. This is a sponsor segment. We are going to tell you about a massively big auction at Wilson's Auction on Route 113 in Lincoln, Delaware. This is a toy auction. It's Sam Yoder's collection of pedal tractors. These things are unbelievably, they're like new. They were in a building up on a shelf on display. 75 of them, okay? Plus all kinds of farm toys. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the picture. It's picture time. There is a young lady that works here named Tracy. And she really does do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, along with Jonathan and Colin. There's a lot that goes on to make this happen. But let's go back to Lincoln, to Wilson's Auction, just for a second. This collection of pedal tractors, I'm thinking about buying one just to have one because these are kind of a keepsake. But anyway, this is at the Red Building, and people say, where's the Red Building? It's the building that's not a different color. Red. So it's Route 113 in Lincoln. Right on the highway is Wilson's Auction. Every Saturday they have an auction that starts at 10 in the morning and it goes all day and into the evening. At the exact same time as that's going on today, right on the same property in the Red Building is this other auction. So it's a day to get up and get out and go to Wilson's Auction, okay? And they have lots of stuff. It's a lot of fun. If your kids have never been to an auction, if you're visiting Delaware for the day, and you're just tired of being cooped up, grab your mask, grab your cash, and go to Wilson's Auction on Route 113 in Lincoln. And Tuesday nights, they have an auto auction at 6. So what's the phone number? 302-422-3454. You can learn a lot about them at wilsonsauction.com. And then next Saturday, the 27th, there is the auction in Lincoln. And then there's a big off-site, an auction in Milford. There's the tractors. There's a backhoe, there's tillage and planting equipment, trucks, trailers, hay, cattle equipment, farm equipment, bulk, feed tanks, milking equipment, and more, okay? That's the 27th. That's next Saturday. Learn all about it at wilsonsauction.com, 422-3454 on the web. Now, Kevin Short's going to join me, and we have a lot to talk about. One of them is Tech Talk
Well,
Live.
hang on, before we...
Okay, no problem.
we need to transition here from...
Okay,
Wilson's
transition.
auction. If I go... This is Tuesday night?
What's that?
When's the pedal auction?
Oh, the pedal auction is today.
Today? If I
Yeah.
go with you...
Right.
And we buy one of these...
Or 10 or 20.
Or can I see you pedal it?
Maybe.
I would do that.
I have to check with my therapist.
Okay.
I have to check with my therapist before I do anything physical.
Okay.
I got a physical therapy
wouldn't
guy.
want to-
And, yeah, and he's doing a good
I wouldn't
job
want to
for
mess
me.
your back up. So.
Me either.
But
I finally can stand tall and straight. I can see things that I didn't used to be able to see.
Seriously?
I'm telling you. Oh, no, I'm
Really?
telling you. And I have to tell you, I have a lot of good things going on in my life, okay? But one of them is physically feeling better after 2 years. I'm ready to get into something. I'm looking to start a new business. I'm looking to partner up with somebody. I'm looking to buy something. I'm in the mood to do something, okay?
Yeah,
So
'cause you've been real depressed.
I have been some depressed. I would say subdued.
You've had no energy whatsoever.
Well, let me tell you this. I used to talk a whole lot in my sleep. I started talking less in my sleep. Now I fired it back up again. And I realize that when the dog sleeps in the bedroom and I talk in my sleep, I can tell I've been talking. Because the dog thinks I'm talking to him. In other words, Denise has learned to ignore it, as she does when I'm awake. But I'm just saying that when I'm sleeping and I start talking, my dog thinks I'm talking to the dog, and he's over there nudging me with his nose.
That's something I'd never actually imagined. Sleeping with Jim Weller.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
It never turns off, does it?
No, it never turns off. And I'm thankful for that.
That's good.
I'm thankful. And my sleep apnea machine, I have broke the 5-hour mark. I'm
Really?
sleeping 5.2 hours a night now. So I'm even sleeping more.
I got 6.5 in last night.
Really?
Yeah.
When I go to the sleep apnea thing, they're like,
tells you.
They're like, you're supposed to sleep a little longer than 4 or 5 hours a night, but I don't know. I go to bed because I got to, and when I get up, I'm ready to go, man. It don't take me no time. It takes me longer to comb my hair than it does to get going. Okay, can we start your segment now, young man?
Now we're good. Now we've transitioned. You know,
I
it's
want to
good
make
see
sure
you.
you're
Yeah.
comfortable. This is Kevin Short. This is Mr. and Mrs. Short's one of their favorite sons.
Their only son.
Their only son.
Actually, they got it right and stopped.
And stopped right
Yeah,
there.
There you go.
All right, you can't beat perfection. All right. And then
how are
there's
you?
Kevin. Okay, I'm good. I'm excited.
You are.
I am raring to go. I'm wanting to spend some money. I'm wanting to buy a new business. I'm wanting to something. So
Cool.
I'm just in the mood, you know.
That's good.
But I don't want to be foolish. Don't get me wrong. Okay. All right. She's saying, or am I going to talk business or not? So
Well,
I'm ready.
we're
you go.
I'm excited. I'm excited that we're getting every day that we get past. The further we get past last March, the closer we get to having all this craziness behind us. So,
Absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely.
I'm ready for things to start opening up. I heard you and Colin talking earlier, and there are things beginning to schedule. There are things that have been scheduled and are canceling. So
Yep.
but it's definitely getting better. I mean, hospitalizations are down, and cases
Yep.
are down. So
Yep.
it's
We're making headway.
We are.
We've really come together as a community and a society, and your business has weathered a lot of cancellations, things that you were
Absolutely.
scheduled.
We are in
you
the
know.
social proximity business. I mean,
Right.
you got to be close to each other to
have a
Yeah,
concert.
to have a concert or sit in a
and
theater.
play
yeah.
music. So
Yeah, so it's been rough, but it's going to get better.
it is going to get
So-
better, and we're going to get better. See, that's the thing. I mean, we can't control the other. We can only control us.
That's right.
So let's just get out there, Kevin. Let's go borrow some money today and get into something, okay?
Yeah,
Let's buy a pontoon boat.
Jack Riddle on here.
He ain't even paying attention.
Yeah,
Or he'll be right down with the loan papers.
Yeah, that's right. He's probably thinking he's loaned me enough.
I doubt it.
Tuesday night, Tech Talk Live.
Oh yeah, I got my notes right here.
It is the last Tuesday. I heard you guys talking about it. It's the last Tuesday of every month, except when we don't do it.
Right.
Which then it's a different Tuesday.
And when they
but-
don't do it, you won't be able to see it. So
That's
don't
right.
worry.
Yeah, but
you
we
won't get the wrong
attempt
one.
to do it the last Tuesday. It got
Right.
really screwed up with COVID because we stopped
sure
doing it
did.
because we couldn't all be in the same. We couldn't be 6 feet apart. In
a 10-foot wide room.
Yeah, so we stopped it for
Okay.
a while, but we're back. This is our third episode since we've been back.
How many have you done since you're back?
3 since we've been back.
Okay.
But it's 34. Yeah.
I was just seeing if you remember
So
what
you're
you
gonna
just
ask me
said.
if I go to work every day. I heard you ask the chief of police from the Laurel Police Department if he goes to work every day.
Right.
Like I thought that was odd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if he just said,
No, I only go once a week."
No, I don't even. I just phone it in. Yeah.
Well, Kevin,
They
it's
call me if
hard.
They call me if they need something.
It's hard.
I'm working right now.
Oh, yeah.
I did find that was very informative.
Does the police chief go to work every day? Yes,
you
he
said
does.
that. I didn't.
Well, Kevin, I am the lowest bidder for this position. Oh, no pontoon boat. No pontoon boat already.
What's that? Oh, I don't know what that means.
Jack Riddle said we can't go
Oh,
out
is
and
it-
borrow money for a pontoon boat.
Well, he's probably glad that the Laurel Police Chief is working daily too.
As soon as we get done, I got to tell you a new business idea.
And then it was every day, and I thought then I had.
Well, here's the
questions.
question.
Christine, that confused me. That means he working 7 days a week. Do they need
Here's-
a second chief? I mean, because we don't want the man overworked. You know, I mean, that was I was really.
You got to get
confused.
off of that question, okay? Because now the question is, do bankers work every day?
Oh, they do.
I
Yes.
thought they golf a lot.
No. I tell you, Jack Riddle's a hardworking man.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's there.
You said it.
He is. He
Okay.
is.
You think he should get a raise?
Well,
They can raise interest so he can get a raise.
That's an internal bank decision that I wouldn't want to be part of. But
Okay.
He's a great guy.
Listen,
so.
if you got anything to talk about, we need to get moving on it there, young
Okay.
man, because
Well,
I got another
we
thing I
talk
want to
about
share
Tech
with you.
Talk. I'm just here
Tech
to hang
Talk,
out with you.
6:30.
See, this is not shameless promotion. I want
Okay.
to spend time with Jim.
Well, I
You know,
appreciate that.
You're a busy man. I can't, I've got to pay to be here, so and we got to pay to hang out.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm.
At least it's tax deductible.
It is.
Okay.
It
I
is.
mean, there's always a bright side to everything. How often do you go to work?
Every day.
Every day.
And
Okay.
that's 7 days a week. Actually.
7 days a
Yes.
week. All right. Now,
that did crack me up.
okay, let's move on because I'm embarrassed now. In other words, I have to get the police chief back in here so I can apologize. In other words, all right. Now let's see here. Tech Talk Live, 6:30
Live.
Tuesday night.
6:30 to 8, and we have
6:30 to 8.
We have a guest. We always do the first hour of the show is our guys talking about whatever questions that people call in, and you can call the show. You can send a
Emails.
message to Tech Talk email. Yeah,
Okay.
Tech Talk Live at midsouthaudio.com.
Slide them under the door.
You could drop them off. You could stop by. Anything like that.
All right.
But
Stop by where? Where do you do this show?
we're in Milton.
At your new
at our
worldwide
brand-
headquarters?
The world headquarters of Mid-South Audio, yes.
In Milton, Delaware.
In Milton, Delaware. On Milton-Ellendale Highway.
Wow, right across from the firewood display.
Exactly.
That's how I would
and
describe
pretty much
it.
next to the post office.
Next to the post office, pretty much.
Yeah.
But absolutely across from the firewood company. See, they've been there a while. People know them.
They have. And they're good neighbors.
They're good neighbors.
They're good neighbors.
Hard-working neighbors.
So,
All right, so
the first hour of the show is our people, and then the last half hour we have a guest. And this week our guest is going to be the folks from BenQ. And BenQ is a manufacturer. They manufacture projectors, but they're going to be featuring some of their whiteboard technology and the Zoom
okay.
board. So these are panels that you would use in business if you were communicating with staff that was off-site, and you could have multiple meetings and share documents, and it's really fascinating stuff. And they're kind of at the cutting edge of this.
and your business sells and installs and
we
services
do
these things.
Yes, and we have them. We actually have them in stock, and we've
Okay.
we've been demoing them, and we've got a lot of members of the business community that are going to be there on Tuesday to see some of these. I think it's going to be a big item for us. So
Community Bank Delaware opened a new branch in Rehoboth.
they did
What did you install there?
a 9-panel video wall in their lobby.
Is it up and running yet, or is it going to be a little while?
It is. There's a little bit of a technical difficulty. It is up,
Okay.
but there's a slight technical difficulty which will be worked out probably on Wednesday. So
Okay. So before they cure
there is a
COVID.
lot of internet security when you're dealing with banks.
Oh, do you remember the day we did our show there?
yeah. Oh.
We started the show, and within minutes,
Yeah.
their internet was locked down.
Yeah.
They thought somebody was downloading all the.
Well,
and
these walls work on being able to communicate, through the internet, and so there's a few things we got to work out. But
and Jack Riddle's their IT expert. There's your problem.
Jack has been very patient for us to get this figured out. So,
All right.
we've got it taken care
But
of.
the bottom line is, what you do is not just for musicians.
Oh no!
You
no,
could
no.
have a retail business or a bank or something. If you need help with audio or video
we
or
were
communicating.
Just this week, we were at Community Bank. We were at Texas Roadhouse in Millsboro. We were at an Episcopal Church in Ocean City. We were at Nalu in Rehoboth. I mean, so it's a wide variety.
Well, I just want to make sure my
Wide
audience
variety of
knows
customers.
that anybody can hire Mid-South Audio.
That's right.
Not
That's right.
just concerts and stuff like that.
No. That's the part that's not working right now.
Right.
But everything else is. The recording studio is going gangbusters. It's great. So
Well, good. Do you hear a dog barking?
I
or
do
am
hear
going crazy?
I do hear a dog barking. And
Okay. All right. I'd like to get the dog on.
Now you want
Okay.
to know why I know this chair's cold.
Why?
My wife is starting to. So we're walking out of the door of the house, and she said, "You got to go change your pants." I said, "I just put these on. They're brand new." She said, "You got a hole in the back of your pants." I said, "We're late. We got to go."
Okay. And now
she
you're
must-
freezing.
She must be right. Because
Okay.
my behind's cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is the colder section.
Is
In other
it?
words, yeah.
Yeah.
This portion of the
It's
floor
only
is
in
not
one
heated.
part. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think there
You're
must
good.
be a hole.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
Do you know Carmen?
Who?
Carmen, the Christian
Oh,
contemporary?
the magician.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
musician.
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 Yes.
Did you ever do any of the events
Wait.
for Lamb Jam or anything pertaining to Carmen?
We did a Carmen show at Dagsboro Church of God for their 4th of July celebration.
You are right.
I am.
forgot they
Yes.
used to do that.
He did that. He was there one
But
year.
that 4th of July thing was huge.
It was ginormous.
ginormous.
It
Cars
was.
all parked down the roads. It
Oh
was
yeah. It was a big
thousands
deal.
of people.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
remember the pastor of that church one time. It was pouring rain, and he was on his knees praying for the rain to stop so the event could happen
Wow.
out in front of everybody. I
Wow.
mean, I was like,
And that was a great event. We did
Yep.
that. We did that the last maybe 5 or 6 years they did it.
okay.
We were
I just wanted-
involved.
I remember he came to Lamb Jam, and it was like stand-in room only. He was
For Carmen?
something. Yeah, for
Okay,
Carmen. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. No, it wasn't for me.
Where did
It was
this
for
come up?
Carmen. He passed away this week.
He did?
Yes, he did.
I did not know that.
I think it was a complication from some type of an operation. He had cancer 5 or 6 or 7 years ago,
Wow.
and was given 6 months, and
and the
God
amount of musicians that we've lost in the last
Yeah.
year
Oh.
or so has just been incredible.
Rush Limbaugh also not
Rush
a
Limbaugh
musician,
passed
but
away, not- yeah.
but you know, quite a public
Well,
speaker.
one of the giants of our industry, Rupert Neve, died this week.
Really?
Or last week, which is, if a lot of people that don't know about high-end audio gear have heard about Neve consoles, and he was the guy that invented all that stuff, and he was a legend. He died at 92.
I've been thinking about if I were to die unexpectedly.
Uh-huh.
It's been brought up by my family. Who's doing the show that Saturday?
Okay.
So I need you and Dan to do the show that Saturday.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
After that, they
But
might.
what if that's the day of your funeral?
Oh,
I would
my
rather-
funeral will not interfere with the show.
I would.
I can guarantee you that.
I would rather go to your funeral.
No, you
I
can
mean,
do
I would
it
love
all.
to do
You can.
this, but
well,
trust
me.
I don't.
Trust
well, I
me.
don't want to go to
Okay.
your funeral, but
Right.
I wouldn't want to miss that opportunity.
Right. No, I'm going to need you to sing and speak at my funeral.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
My funeral is going to be quite a celebration because we're all going to be fine. You know.
You have it
All
already
right.
planned, don't you?
I'm working on it all the
Yeah.
time.
I've got a running document on mine.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I make notes all the time. I read people's obituaries, and I'm like, that was pretty good. You know. In other words, mine's going to be a small booklet.
Copy and paste from their obituary. I like this.
I like to be prepared.
That's
okay.
funny. Jim, I always enjoy this. This is a great time.
Well, I'm glad you do. Okay.
It's the only thing this is what we do when we go to lunch.
Right,
It's
it
just,
is.
This cost me money, and we don't have crab cakes.
Right, that's true. Now, where did we go to lunch the other day, and what did the
Beaches.
owner of the business do? We went to Beaches in Milton.
He can't. Well,
Brand new
he
business.
scared both of us because he walked up to the table and he said, "Which one of you is in that Weller vehicle?" I was like, "Not me."
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just somebody dropped it off out there.
Jim looked like, "Not me." And he said he was actually a fan of the show and he watches
Yep.
it or listens to it. Yeah.
Yep, it was pretty cool.
And he was a great guy.
Yep.
And you've been back since.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and
Crab
I
cake
tried to talk
specials
him into
on-
doing breakfast on Saturdays.
Cool.
just to be planning for the future. All right.
All right,
Well, Kevin,
I've had a
I
great
don't have a
time.
timer dinging, but I really do need to let you go. I've got lots of questions
So
for
Dan and
Debbie. Dan and you
Okay.
can MC my whole funeral.
And
How's
we're
that?
Right here to the funeral. Okay.
Right, because
We'll leave.
yes, but I
In a
think about my
processional.
funeral frequently, folks. People around me know it. I talk about it all the time.
The dog knows about it because you're
Right,
talking about it at night.
right. It's my last chance to really spend some money.
See you bye.
All right, see you bye.
Thanks.
All right, now what in the world is going on next? Let me think for just a minute. That was Kevin Short. Yes, that was Kevin Short, everybody. We have got a lot going on here, and I want to brag on Jerry's Lawn Care. First of all, he's a sponsor of my show. So thank you, Jerry and Jerry Santoro and Jerry's Lawn Care for sponsoring this show. This is a sponsor segment. Jerry does landscaping. If you got some tree work, though, he does tree work. Been a lot of limbs going down and things happening. If you got a tree that needs dealing with, Jerry can deal with it, okay? He's got a bucket truck. He's got big equipment. Also, he can dig up the stumps. He can grind up the stumps. If you got a building lot that you need cleared, he also clears building lots. He also does, he can dig a footer, a foundation, a basement, or whatever. He's got a lot of equipment, and he does a lot of things, and it's called Jerry's Lawn Care. He also has firewood. If you're saying, who has firewood? I want some. I need some. Jerry's got firewood. You can buy it from him and pick it up in Greenwood, or you can pay him to deliver it to you, a little bit or a lot, whether you need some stone or dirt or mulch or whatever, you need some landscaping done, you want to redo your yard, give Jerry's a call. It's Jerry's Lawn Care, 302-363-6025, 363-6025, jlc-llc.com on the web. All right, and estimates are free. He's licensed, he's insured. He will do a great job for you. All right, there are a team of people, truly, right here working, making things happen, in other words, and I appreciate all of them. There's Tracy, I mentioned earlier. There's Colin the second. There's Jonathan. There's Colin. There's another lady named Katie that nobody ever sees, but she makes the collage every week and does some other stuff for us and gathers information on some of the guests. The other person is Jackie. So Jackie, thank you also. So it does take a lot of people. Then back at the radio station, there is Lawrence, and he does a good job of making things happen. And Dan Gaffney is the one who finally, at the end of the show, takes me off the air. So it's really cool. It's really neat, all the electronics. So I want you to know, if you own a business and you're struggling, everybody I know is having a tough time. It's a weird time right now, okay? If I can help you in any way, I am open-minded to help and promote your business. Also, your organization, your church, whatever you got going on, I also can help you out there. So what I'm offering is to help you get the word out about things, okay? So if I can help you in any way, reach out to me. I'd like to be paid for my time, but, if you need help, I'm going to help you any way I can. Now, Blue Hen Fuel, one of my newest sponsors, a good friend of mine, CP King, Carl King Jr., is in Lincoln, Delaware. Blue Hen Fuel, he actually took the business over from his uncle, and they've been in business 41 years. And I've had some people say, well, I want to get propane from him. They sell propane now. It's something new they've done in the past, I don't know when, but they recently started selling propane. So whether you need your tank refilled or whether you might want to get your own tank, that seems to be the hot thing. People are buying their own tank, putting it in, and that way they can shop their propane, buy it whenever they want, and they're not, at the mercy of who owns the tank. So if you want to buy a propane tank, they sell them. And if you buy the tank from them, they will install it for free. Now, they also sell gasoline. Like if you have a gas tank at your home or your business or your farm and you want to buy gasoline, give them a call. They won't be undersold. They also sell diesel fuel, kerosene, and heating oil. So whatever you may need, you give Blue Hen Fuel a call, and if they can help you, they will help you. They're honest, they're local, they're good people, good service, and you just give them a phone call. And here's the number. It's 302-424-HEAT, 424-HEAT, and that's 424-4328, okay? They're on Facebook, so like their Facebook page if you would. It's Blue Hen Fuel on Facebook, and it's bluehenfuel.com on the web. Like I say, commercial, residential, agricultural, anything they can do for you, sales and service to their customers, competitively priced. They won't be undersold. Give them a call at 424-4328. CP King, thanks a lot for your support of the show. And that is what an advertisement sounds like and looks like. So if you own a business and I can help you in any way, I'd like to do that. Now listen to me. Emory West is a friend of the show. He's going to call in a few minutes after 8:30, maybe about 8:35-ish. And then we're going to talk to Debbie Short about something very big that's coming up called Do More 24. And also we're going to have some questions for her. I rearranged some things so I could really question her about what the life and times of Kevin Short is like. So I'm sure she's very prepared for that. And then I got a couple people I might want to snag and get on the show. I just haven't decided that yet. And one more a little thing. If you own a landscaping business and you're interested in doing the grass cutting at Weller's in Bridgeville in exchange for advertising on this show or my electronic billboard or both, I'm looking for somebody to cut the grass in exchange for advertising at Weller's in Bridgeville. I want to cut once a week, whether it needs it or not. All right, that is probably Emory. Just snag him and let him hold on, and we'll get back to him in a few minutes. In just a minute, we're going to break from the radio, so all my radio audience, switch over to tvdelmarva.com or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook. We're going to chat with Colin Walls. I don't want you to miss anything that he has to say. Now, radio station is going, okay? Now, it's just me and you. It's just me and you and my Facebook, my TV Delmarva, my YouTube audience, and my live audience. So there's still just a few thousand of you left, okay? So anyway, good morning, everybody, and we're going to introduce you to a very intelligent young man.
Ooh,
His name
what
is
time's he gonna be
Colin
there?
Walls. No, it's Colin Walls. I've seen this guy walk and chew gum. In fact, I've never seen Colin chew gum,
You
to be
haven't?
honest with you. Have you ever done that before?
You're not going to see me do it right now because I got to go Monday and get this root canal done.
Oh, that's right.
So no
Colin's
gum
getting
for
a
me right
root
now.
canal.
Oh yeah, it's my first. I'm so excited.
We need a dentist that wants to swap root canals for advertising.
I'm just going to pay for it and be done. I'm not going to. I don't want to negotiate on this one.
Okay, that's fine. So you didn't seek out the lowest bidder.
I did not. I'm just going to pay for it and be done. Be out of
All
there.
right. Yes,
no
ma'am.
dental insurance.
Start that timer. By golly.
By golly. By golly.
By golly. We're going to get a new timer where like it's just a little ball that drops every so many seconds.
Oh, so it's going to be like New Year's.
Yeah, like New Year's, right.
Every advertiser, every guest.
Right.
It's like a new year.
A new
Was there
year.
a phone call or did you already take that? I heard
No,
a
we
phone
put it
ring.
on hold. You're more important. This is
You don't
all
wanna talk
about
to him?
Colin.
Okay.
For real. It is.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's all about
right.
you
Well,
because
good.
the timer's been started for 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm
all
out
right.
of time. So TV Delmarva.
Okay.
I was over here. I was talking to Craig Dimes about TV Delmarva.
That's the
You know,
second
he had
time
some-
you've talked to Craig Dimes.
Yeah, he's a little interested in it, you know. And
Well,
was
he's a
kinda asking
Seaford guy. Your
questions about
tower's
it.
in Seaford.
Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, and what I was telling him, he's very involved in Little League, as you discussed. I
Yep.
said, well, why don't you get me something for signing up Little League,
Ooh,
and let's
okay.
put it on there, you know, and
the
you know,
word
we'll
out.
kind of do it as a public service type of thing, and let's
Okay.
get the word out. So, if you have something like that,
Okay.
that could be a public service, you know, such as Little League or
Sign up.
you know, Boy Scouts, anything like that.
Yeah.
Get in touch with me. Let's see
Okay.
what we can do so we
To
can
help you
get
out.
you some exposure to help you out, you know, to help people get signed up, you know, because I know it's a lot more difficult now because there's less events going on in the
Yes,
community
sir.
to try
Yep.
to get the word out. So let's see if we can help out in that way.
Okay.
You know, and if TV Delmarva can, you know, do it as a service to you
Right.
for an organization. Now, if you're a business, that's a little different story. There's
Right.
going to be ad fees and things like that because we do have to make money. But I think we can help the community out.
That's a wonderful
in this way.
gesture.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's
Oh,
a
thank
good
you.
idea. Yeah, because all the little leagues are getting started now,
Yes,
and
yep.
they've got less ways to get the word out. So you're saying
Yeah.
TV Delmarva wants to help?
TV Delmarva wants to help, and it doesn't have to be a little league. It could be, you know, a big league.
Could be a Kiwanis club.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
you
right.
know, if there's a community event that you want to promote, get in touch with me. 302-242-8015. 302-242-8015. Call or text, and I'd be willing to talk to you. Colin at tvdelmarva.com. COLIN at tvdelmarva.com. Shoot me an email. And, you know, probably what we'll do is we'll just get you to make a 30-second ad type of thing, you know.
And
as
you're
I-
happy if they just make it with their cell phone or an iPad or...
Yeah, or even a PowerPoint type of thing with a voiceover, you know, where you
Okay,
kind of talk
okay,
over it
yeah.
and say, you know, sign up for this.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
I got a question.
Yes.
How many days of work do you work? How many days a week do you work?
How many days are in a week?
8.
Okay, yeah. I get about 9 days worth of work out of 8.
Okay. You're very productive.
I would. I try to be, but you know,
Okay.
but yeah, there were several times this week. Thursday night, I think, or no, Wednesday night. I was working until 11 o'clock at night. I was up at, what time did I get up? 7 o'clock in the morning? Or
I don't know. I
Got to
don't-
work, started working at 7 o'clock, and I was there
Okay.
till 11 or a little after 11 working.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I was
that's
just curious.
Yeah, and then last night, yesterday I took it a little easy.
Okay.
But Thursday night, I think I was working
Hammered
until
down.
9 o'clock maybe or so,
Okay.
you know, starting early in the morning.
All right. So you don't work much more than 12 hours a day?
I try not to, but,
Right.
you know, sometimes it does.
I don't think people really
Wednesday
realize...
night, it was how many hours? It was from like 7 a.m. till 11 at night, you know,
Okay.
whatever that is.
Okay. That's at least 12.
That's
Okay. Because business people are required to put in a good 12-hour day.
Yeah.
just a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 50, 60
But
hours
only if
a
you want to
week.
get the bills paid.
Only if you want to get the bills paid.
Right.
You know, it's a joke in the ministry. A lot of people say pastors only work one day a week, stuff like that.
And only for an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something. I mean, I'm friends with they work 60, 80 hours a week. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't. And what the other thing people don't realize is they're always on duty. They get a
Yeah,
phone
they're-
call. There's a dilemma.
Their work looks a little different than yours and mine.
Correct.
So
but it's heavier
a lot of
though.
interacting with people.
Right.
and-
Emotions.
oh man,
Dilemmas.
I couldn't do it.
Serious dilemmas. Right.
I couldn't do it.
Right.
I couldn't do with the emotional up and down that they go through, and
Yep. I agree.
they have my respect.
So, yep. I used to give one of my pastors a real hard. You only work 1 hour a week, and he's like, you have no idea. And then, I realized I had no idea. So
And you were only joking. You thought
I
it
was
for
only
2
joking.
hours, actually.
Right. I thought it was 2 hours. Right. All right.
All right, Jim.
Anything else, Colin? The crowd is very good today.
The crowd is really good.
Yep.
And so are you giving some of those away in a little bit?
Yeah. I
You
hope
are.
so. I hope so.
You're looking for phone calls.
I'm looking for phone calls. Yep.
Get
for
your
Vanderwin's.
speed dials ready.
Because we're going
Yeah.
to take one right after another. 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's, just one after another when we decide to do it. Okay?
Yeah, I like it.
You do?
I like it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They like it.
Yeah, we're talking over there with Craig. He's really...
He's ready to give
he
us
kinda-
Hungry Howie's gift cards?
No, I don't know about that, but I was just talking with him, about speaking of the, how many hours do you work type of
Right.
thing. Man, he has been involved in this stuff since he was young.
Right.
Talking about Golden Corral and,
Yep.
and we were talking just kind of in general, how much time you put into something, and
we're prepping
there's
for
a
the
lot of
radio.
time you have to put in. So
Is everything straight? I'm prepping for the
yeah.
radio.
Yeah, I see you got your hat head.
Right,
I'm wearing
hat
that
head.
hat. Yeah, your
Right.
hair's all messed up.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you,
I'll
Colin.
see you, Jim. Thanks.
All right, everybody, we are back on the radio, and I believe you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva, a weekly show, and we're going to take a phone call from a young man named Emory. I hope this is Emory. I don't know who's on the phone. Turn them on, Colin. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, Jim, this is me.
And what is your first name, young man?
It starts with an E, Emory.
Okay, Emory, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Great show this morning, Jim.
You think so?
Yep.
All right, well, I appreciate you saying that. I need to ask you a question. When you worked, how many hours a week do you work, or did you work, or how often did you work?
Well, it depended. In bad weather, we go to work and never know when you're going home. We worked around the clock.
Right.
But most of that time it was just 40 hours a week.
Okay, so only 40 hours a week. All right, so you retired from the state of Delaware.
Yep.
You're a lifelong resident of Milton, Delaware.
Uh-huh.
You were there when they had dirt roads,
Yep.
but you're not older than dirt.
Getting close, but not
Getting
there
close.
yet.
And you have been on the town council of Milton before,
Yes.
and you are running and would like to be on again. Is that correct?
Yes.
So tell
Yeah,
people.
I want to work for the people again. I enjoy it. I missed it the last year, not being able to help people. That's how I grew up, to help people, and I want to continue that motto.
Right, you like being a public servant.
Yes.
All right. So
I don't do it for me. I do it for everybody else. Because I was brought up to help people, and I enjoy it, and I've missed it for the last year.
well,
I still got phone calls from people, and, I get them answers and get things done for them because I get a lot of things done behind the scenes also.
right. Yeah, I don't think you ever stopped working for the people of the town of Milton.
No.
Right. So when is the election?
March the 6th.
Is that a
2 weeks
Saturday?
from today.
What day is that on?
A Saturday.
Okay. And so people can only vote in person, or how do they vote on March 6th?
On March 6th, you can only vote in person, but until 5 o'clock on the 5th, you can go to town hall and cast absentee ballot.
Okay. All right.
People are doing that now.
Okay. So
Because
people.
some people have took vacations and they voted
Oh,
before
yeah.
they went on their vacation.
Right. Well, what do you want people to know about you?
I'm just a hometown boy, down to earth, and I do what I say and say what I do, and I just want to continue working for people.
Well, so because
And I hope they will realize that.
all right. And what if somebody wanted to talk to you? What if somebody said, Emory, I don't know you, but I'd like to ask you questions or get to know you or hear your heart? What do people do?
They can call me on my cell phone or my house phone. My house phone is 684-0611, or my cell phone is 258-8332.
All right, and you're that available is what you're saying.
Yes, I'm available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All right, and you just want to be helpful.
That's what's nice about being retired, you know.
Right, you can devote yourself to this position.
Yes.
Right, so you're local, you know the community, you know the climate. You worked locally, you worked for the state, didn't you? You retired from DelDOT?
Yes, I worked 28 years for DelDOT.
So you're...
You know, and I know the area, and I know a lot of the inner workings of the town and the infrastructure and things, you know.
All right. So if you had to help somebody jumpstart their car, can you hook up the jumper cables correctly?
I think so.
Okay, I'm just checking.
My daddy Snooky taught me how to do that.
Snooky, good man there. All right.
Yep.
Well, anything else you want to say or add, Emory?
No, I just hope people can see their way to vote for me, you know, because I think I know in my heart I can do them a good job.
Well, I appreciate it. I think you're a good candidate. I've known you for years. I know you care. You know, this is not an ego thing or a political thing. You just want to make a difference in the town you live in.
That's it.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you. Is that okay?
Sure is, Jim, and I thank you for your time.
All right. I'll see you, Emory. Have a good weekend.
Okay, and keep up the good work.
I'm trying. I'll see you.
If you need me, you know where I'm at.
Okay. I will get up with you.
All right, my friend.
Thanks. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. I'm ready for Debbie Short. We're going to chit-chat with her a little bit, and we're going to take a picture real quick and then talk to Debbie, and then I got a whole big brainstorm of an idea. So let's get our picture out of the way, and then we'll go from there. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. It's a weekly show, and we're live right here in Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware, and we invite you to stop by and say hello, okay? And you can enjoy a great breakfast, $4.99 for a 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, 2 pieces of either bacon, sausage, or scrapple, $4.99. Now, Debbie Short, I've known her for a while, and this is Kevin Short's better half, okay? So if you wanted to see the better half of Kevin, it is Debbie, and we appreciate her support of the community and things that she's involved in and cares about. And I actually think at one time in your life, were you Kevin's boss?
I was.
You was?
I still am.
Oh, you still am? You was and you still am?
I was, and I remain so.
Okay.
How about that?
Well,
Hey,
that's
listen,
very
you
good.
were just talking to Emory on the phone.
Emory, do you know Emory?
I know Emory very well, and I think that the people of Milton should have Emory help represent them because
You're endorsing Emory?
Yes, I am.
Well, thank you
I
for that.
am. He's a great candidate. He cares about the people, and he makes good decisions.
Right, and he didn't
He
just
really
move
does.
here a year or two ago.
No, he's
He didn't
not
just fall
transplant.
off the turnip truck or whatever that's called.
No.
So-
But anyway, enough about that. But I just wanted
Okay.
to say I heard that interview, and thank you for talking to Emory about that.
How many days a week do you work?
Well,
That's
that
the
would be-
question of the
That would
day.
be a question for Kevin, but pretty much 7.
7, okay,
Pretty
well,
much
good.
7, yes.
Well, when you're awake and you're alive and, you know, you just are here to serve and help people, you're never really off duty,
That's correct.
All right.
I find that to be true.
right?
Very true. Very true.
And
yes.
we're here to talk about the Barbara K. Brooks
Transition
House.
That's correct.
This is something that started out as a something that I feel the Lord put on your heart, and
correct.
you've turned it into a reality. I'm very proud of you. I remember just sitting and eating breakfast with you and Kevin, and it's just being a conversation. And now it's a building, and
Yes.
now its lives have been changed, and,
Yes.
and people have moved on and been blessed by what you do. And it's time to help you raise some money and keep this thing moving.
Yes, I appreciate that. Once a year, we participate in the United Way's program called Do More 24.
Right.
And it's a 24-hour period of fundraising.
Yes.
For all nonprofits across the state of Delaware, not
Yep.
just the Barbara
It's like
Brooks
100
House.
of them.
Yeah, well, I think there might be even more than that this
102?
time. Yeah, well, there's a lot.
Okay.
But in any event, there are a lot of opportunities for people to help other people.
Yes.
On March 4th,
Right.
starting at 6 p.m. till March 5th, 6 p.m. It's
Okay.
a Thursday into a Friday.
Okay.
And there are lots of prizes, so there's ways for your donation to go further.
Right.
So, for example, the first, I think it's the first 100 groups that raise $50 get a $100 bonus. I
Wow,
believe is
that's
what
a
it is.
real
Yeah,
good thing.
It is. It is. They have some really good prizes.
So we need a couple hundred people to be more than willing to donate at least $50.
$50, $5, $10, it doesn't
Anything
matter.
helps.
Any amount helps because I'm trying to help women who are coming to me a lot of times with the clothes on their back.
Right. So you help ladies that are going through a transition in life.
That's
in other
correct.
words, and you basically provide them with free what's it called, room and board or whatever
Well-
that's called.
Well, they come to me. A lot of times they don't have money, so we need money for scholarships to help them
Okay,
get
to
on
help
their
underwrite
feet.
the
Yes,
cost of everything.
Right. Then once they get their job, because a job is so critical to your identity and to your growth and your just stability.
Well,
I
even
believe.
just to feel valued.
Yes. To,
You know,
to your
having a
value,
job makes a
yes.
difference.
So when they get a job, they need to learn how to budget. They are responsible for paying rent, and it's not a lot. It's not nearly what it would cost for them to live independently, but it gives them a chance to save money to buy a car
Oh,
or to
yeah.
get their own house or to help their children if they have children. So that's
And this
we're
is
we're
where
in
the Do
business of-
More 24 comes in, and it's a chance for people to give not just to your organization, but to all organizations. But you're here, soliciting on your
Right,
behalf
right.
and saying, please consider,
Right.
the Barbara K. Brooks home, in your giving.
Right.
So what do they do now? How can they get ready
Okay.
to be, or get one of your reminders or something like that? Like, what do
Okay,
they do
all right.
to not forget about this?
You can go to the Do More 24 DE on the web.
Okay.
And I think they just put the sign up, and there's a little thing, remind me to donate. There's a little envelope right in the center of the section
just
there
did
that says
this?
remind
Colin?
me. Yeah.
This is
It's
amazing.
my friend Colin.
Look at that. My
And,
radio audience
yes.
is having trouble seeing it. Can you fine tune that a little bit?
But
anyway, so
you just click remind me to donate, and it'll send you a reminder. Hey, it's the Barbara K. Brooks Transition
Right.
House. Do More 24. Please donate now. And I think in that reminder, you can click a link that will take you right to the page.
No
Make your
kidding.
donation, and we make it as easy
what's
as
your
we can.
goal? How much money are we looking for this day?
Oh, I would love to raise $20,000 this year, but I know that that's very aggressive because I know we have a lot
don't
of
know.
hurting people out there and a lot
Right.
of people who aren't going
But
to
you
be
got a
able
lot
to
of people want to
donate.
bless people.
That's true. That's
It
true.
is better to give than
It is.
receive. You know what Denise
is.
tells me all the time when I cop an attitude? Like, we get asked to donate to things 10, 15 times a day. Okay? Not a lot, but a little bit. At our store, at Weller's, Facebook, all the time, day and night. And sometimes I get a little attitude about it. And Denise always says, she says, aren't you glad you are the one who God has positioned to be able to give,
That's right.
compared to the one that needs to be given to?
That's correct.
And I never thought about it that way. And I said, well, we're going to take this out of your budget. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, believe it or not, Denise has this crazy budget thing. In other words, I have a budget.
Budgets are
Hers
very
is different.
important.
Yes,
we have a
but-
budget at the Barbara K. Brooks Transition House.
Do you
as well.
really?
Yeah, we have,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah, we
gosh,
have to-
I mean, she's
we watch
got-
every penny. And I do want to point out that we don't have paid employees at our organization.
It's all volunteer.
It's all volunteer. And so 100% of the money that is given goes directly to helping the women. It's not going to administrative costs. Now, we buy postage stamps and we have to buy, labels
What?
and things
Do you buy
like that.
electricity too?
We get, well, yeah, we
And
have
insurance
to
and
pay
everything else.
electricity and insurance. Yes, but we aren't paying. It's not like we have a paid employee. Staff.
I understand.
So 100% of the money does go directly to helping the women.
And it's a wonderful thing. I've met some of the ladies that have been through this. You're making a difference in people's lives. Not only that exact lady's life, I mean, her children,
Yes.
her extended family,
Yes.
and so you, our listening, watching audience, can be part of this.
That's
For
right.
$5 or $10 or $500 or
Whatever.
$1,000.
Whatever
Is there
anybody can
any
afford.
limit? Would you be offended if somebody just stroked you a check for 20 grand?
Not at all.
Not at
a
all.
bit, not a bit.
All right.
Not a bit. I could do that.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to know? How could somebody communicate or learn more about you?
They could go to our website, which is brookshome.org. They could
Okay.
call me on the phone.
On the phone?
Yeah, they can call me right on the phone.
Really? You got a
306
smartphone?
249-7751.
249-7751. That's cell phone number.
Yep.
They could text you?
They could text me, email
Okay.
me, Debbie@brookshome.org. Yes. Or
Okay.
go, better yet, go to that Do More 24 Delaware
And
click
create a
on,
reminder.
click on that reminder. That's
Right.
correct.
Do More 24. Don't
Yes.
forget it, all right?
Yes.
Now, I do want to say something. Your husband brags on you to me a lot about
Wow.
how you get up in the middle of the night or early in the morning and you are with these, like, you are sold out for helping these ladies improve their lives.
I am.
It's
I am.
inspiring to just hear it from his point of view. In other words, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's
Well,
a good
thank-
thing.
thank
You're doing
you.
a good job.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Thank you for telling me that.
And I think Kevin married up. No, I know he did. So
I
he
think
did.
I did.
I
How
think you
about
both
that?
did.
I think
You
we both
compliment each other well. You're involved in many things. You know, you're involved in many churches. You're involved in many things.
I am.
You know, it's like a whole lot's going on that people have no idea the shorts are involved in. So anyway, all right. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Not that I know of. Just
Okay.
please tell my friend Denise that I said hello. You're
I
my
will.
best. You're
Help
my-
her expand her budget.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
This
talk
is
to
no
her
lie.
about donating to my cause.
This is no lie. She wanted some snowshoes.
Okay.
And she was not going to buy these things because they weren't in her budget. So I had somebody with another Amazon Prime account order these snowshoes. Then I got her some snow pants and bibs. So there'll be some pictures coming out
Good.
soon.
Good.
You know what was weird? I got home last night. People that know me know I like these chocolate covered pretzels, okay? Now, I'm good right now, okay? But somebody called me yesterday, sent me a note yesterday, saying, "Did you get my package?" And I'm like, "No, I sent you something." I said, "I haven't got it." He said, "Oh, I sent it to your house." I said, "Was it a subpoena?" He said, "No, it wasn't a subpoena." Anyway, I get home last night and there's this box. And I opened it up, and it took me forever. In other words, I opened it up, and it was 3 containers of these chocolate-covered pretzels.
Ooh.
Okay? And for the longest time, I'm like, who sent these to me? You know what I mean? And then I thought, did I order these in my sleep? You know, or what happened? Anyway, Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines. Now I know what he was talking about. He sent them to me. And I just thought it was really kind of nice. In other words, you know, Rick, thank you very much. I appreciate
He's a
you.
great guy. Listen, speaking of Rick Fowler, he is donating a computer to help the women in my house who are taking
Is he
online
really?
classes. Yes, he is.
Wow.
His guy came over on Thursday to install it, and
Wow.
yeah, he's a very generous man.
I need
Very
to say,
generous and great guy.
we were having this conversation earlier about supporting local businesses. This is where it's at, folks, okay? The big companies ain't into all this. And I know I just said I got something from Amazon. I get criticized all the time. Why do you buy from Amazon? I buy from Amazon because sometimes I just got to buy from Amazon. But I want to ask you, please, when you can support people like Jerry's Lawn Care or Mid-South Audio or anything in the local community, we appreciate it. That's all I'm saying. You know, we don't want you to overpay with us or anything like that. But at the same time, we'd like you to keep in mind that, we try to spread it around.
That's right.
That's a fair way of saying it. All right, Kevin, did I do anything wrong here with Debbie? Am I doing okay? Okay, Kevin keeps an eye on me, so
He does.
I evidently asked somebody how many days a week they or do they go to work every day is what it was. Do you go to work every day? You know who I want to talk to real quick? Where did Lisa Grossman go? Did she leave? Lisa, I need to get you on real quick, please. We have a series of questions that people have sent in. They want to know what it's like to be married to Steve Grossman. Okay? Oh, were you done, Debbie? I'm so sorry.
I am.
I
Thank you.
completely
Thank
left you.
That's okay.
I left the building.
That's
My
okay.
brain.
That's
I'm
okay.
really sorry.
Thank
I'm
you
goof.
for-
Kevin is going to work me over for that.
No, thank you for having me.
Did you
I
get your money's
appreciate
worth?
it. I did.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you so much. Always.
All right,
Thank
all
you.
right. Now I want to talk to Lisa Grossman. I am really sorry about that. I was rude to her. I have asked the police chief how many days a week he works. I've been rude to her. Now this is going to be the highlight of her year. This is going to be better than a coronavirus injection. Here we go. Take our picture. Lisa Grossman, everybody, okay? This, for sure, is Steve Grossman's better half, okay? All right. So anyway, how are you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm doing good. And How have you been anyway? How have you been?
Hanging in there.
I've never talked to you. This is really, like the first time I've ever sat down and talked to you. So you and Steve been together a long time, and you've known each other forever, or how long?
39 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you just have an anniversary? Or what did I see on
saw
Facebook?
the anniversary of our first date.
Oh, where was your first date at?
Wesley College basketball game.
Who was playing, you or him?
Neither one of us.
Really?
It was the
So-
men's basketball team. But,
Really?
yes.
Has Steve always been such a quiet individual?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Absolutely not. Okay. So where did you meet?
Actually, we met on a bus going to Williamsburg, Virginia, that the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society was doing, and I happened to be the only female on that bus trip.
Really?
Yes.
And Steve zeroed in on you.
Pretty
Boom.
much so.
There's
yeah.
my future bride. Hey, did you?
I don't know if he thought that. but
Okay. Did you go to Holy Cross?
I went to Holy Cross from 5th grade through graduation.
Really? Do you remember my sister? I think you mentioned.
Mary Alice was a year behind me.
Was she really?
Yep.
Wow.
We were friends.
Okay.
And all, so yes.
Well, Mary Alice had a tough childhood. Our mother died
Yes,
when
I remember.
she was
actually,
very young,
when
and,
your parents did pass away, we were going to school at that time too.
Yep.
I do remember that.
and so she had to come live with her big brother. Okay, which was just a youngin' himself. So anyway,
Yeah, actually,
but-
you guys were. It was a young
Yeah,
age.
we were
for
just
both of you.
teenagers.
Yes,
Yep.
yep.
Yep,
I do
but
remember that.
She finished Holy Cross School, and then we sent her to Maine, to Colby College in Maine. All of our relatives evidently went there, and it's where she wanted to go. So
And then she ended up marrying one of my brother's best friends.
really, Paul?
Yep, Paul, yes.
Wow, he's a pharmacist in Dover.
Yep, I've known the Mann family since I was 5 years old. So.
Have you really?
Yep, yep.
Wow, so you're a Dover girl.
Grew up in Fairfield Farms by Moores Lake.
Really?
My dad was in the Air Force, yes.
No kidding. Well, that's quite a roots in the community, you know? All right, so anyway, does Steve Grossman talk in his sleep?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
I'm the one that talks in my sleep,
Okay.
supposedly, but
All right.
I don't think I've ever heard him talk in his sleep.
Okay.
Snoring, yes, but
Snoring,
not talking.
yes. All right. I've seen a lot of grandchild pictures here lately.
We have two.
Have two, and they're fairly new, right?
Lucas is 3.5, and Audrey was just born on January 3rd.
Wow. Well, they all look happy, and you guys look happy holding them. You can see the
being
joy.
a grandparent is definitely
It's the in
yes,
thing. It's
it
the in
certainly is.
thing.
Much better than being a mom.
Right. It's better than a large tax return, but it's still nice. In other words, so. All right. Was there anything else you'd like to say or add or wish you hadn't said? I just want to say hi to you.
No, it was nice talking to you, Jim. I enjoy coming over here. The breakfast is very good, and I must say, I think they make the best pancakes.
It is something, isn't it? It's a pleasant surprise.
It is.
You know?
It really
I mean,
is.
it's like the best kept secret.
I mean, how can you screw up pancakes? But there is
Right.
another place we go to that definitely screws
All right.
up the pancakes.
That is
so.
true. Okay, I'm going to give you a few of these. I'd like you to distribute them however you see fit. Is that okay?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you'll have to look at people and say, does this person need any ice cream or not? And, you form your own opinion. Is that
All
okay?
right, well, thanks, Jim. You have a good rest of your weekend, and tell Denise I said hi.
I will. Thank you very much. All right, there goes Lisa. Steve, come over here to make sure that I didn't say anything wrong, okay? I know Steve's not very political or anything like that, and I've known him to be very quiet and subdued, except when he's awake, and then he's just all out there. All right, what else do I have to say? I want to just say I've had an interesting week, okay? In other words, is the phone ringing? Oh, phone calls, daggone it. Yes, call right now, 422-7336. As fast as you can. If you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's, call now. I'm required to give so many a week away. And, I've been giving stacks of them away today. I've been doing pretty good. All right, so 2 Vanderwin's. If you want them, call right now. You pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville Tuesday through Saturday. All right, 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's. Operators are standing by. 422-7336. Caller, are you there?
Hey, Jim.
What's your name?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. How has Santa Claus been?
I still remember Wes had to put new cable on that battery so it wouldn't burn that alternator up.
Hey, how are you and Pat doing?
Doing fine. We're up going.
Okay.
I got one question to ask you. I've been trying to get a hold of you.
Okay.
Everybody calling me want to know where their discount card is. The gym must not made none this year.
I did not do the discount card. So many people have been upset with me. I didn't feel right asking businesses to give up a discount as bad as things are, but people like them discount cards, didn't they?
Yeah, I get a mess out, and everybody been calling, where's my discount card?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. I get a hold of Jim and find out what's going on.
Yeah. We're going to do it again next year, but not this year, so.
That's
But
good, Jim.
hey, when you get to feeling like it, I'd like you and Pat to come over, and we would like to buy your breakfast sometime, okay?
Yeah, I know.
right.
I've been trying to get that building cleaned up.
All
But
right.
anyway, talk about Mr. West. He's a good man. He never quit talking. So he ought to get something done.
You talking about Emory West as a good man? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's a good man, but his mouth won't ever quit talking.
He's as
He
bad
don't
as
ever
me.
Quit.
Right. Well, at least,
Sometimes you get yourself in a hole, and he'll talk you way deeper.
right, he could sell you something and talk you out of it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
Jim.
take care. And tell,
we missed your discount card. You called. I get
right.
a next phone call and want some people to know where they're at.
all right. Next year, okay?
Okay, Jim.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. I hear the music, folks. The show is over as far as the radio side. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching. The Saturday Spotlight is next with Dan Gaffney. He's got some breaking news, interesting things, and he is worth listening to, if I have to say so myself. All right. 20 seconds. All right. What can we do in 20 seconds? We can tell you that if you're watching on TV, Delmarva, Colin Walls would appreciate if you would consider buying some advertising or something like that. He is not looking for gifts. He's just looking for support. 242-8015. Bye.